Was watching in the past, or no, not in the past, in the future, near or distant is what I meant to say. Today we were on stream. I was sick. Well, I guess I'm still sick, but I was very sick 2 days ago at stream. Yesterday, I was like, all right, just gonna call out a long day. 2.5 hours plus on physics was enough to drain me. But I'm back on today for some tournaments. I think it'll probably be a shorter one. We'll see. And then tomorrow I probably won't be able to stream, but Thursday and excuse me, and Friday I should be able to. What's going on, Luffy? How you doing today, man? How you doing today? How are we doing? Yeah, tomorrow I don't think I'll be able to, but I will be back on Thursday for sure. We'll see. But I'm feeling like I probably won't be able to tomorrow. Hopefully, I hope so. I'm doing all right. I saw the Demon Slayer movie today, so I had a pretty good day. I'm a huge fan of that anime, so seeing that was pretty cool, to be honest. Uh, yeah, that's really about all I did today. Did some homework, but that's not really fun. But yeah, the Demon Slayer movie was definitely a a highlight of it. I don't know if you've seen that show or that anime before, but it's a pretty cool one if you like it. I'm trying to get this on my phone. All right, there we go. I can see myself on the. I need to set up a goal though. One sec. Oh, perfect. Wait, no, there's something else I can make this. There's a pumpkin. Yes, there we go. Pumpkin. All right, cool. All right, let's go to this puzzle battle. This will be checkmate here on H4. We're down 10 to start off. So they have a nice advantage, and they're higher rated. So maybe this might be enough for them to just get the win. But I'm fine with this. I'll take my chances. I've been on fire the last few times I've done. I haven't played chess today. So we'll see how my first go at chess. We caught up by 3. Caught up by 7. Oh, now we're still behind by 6. We're white. So I think knight's going to slide here for the checkmate. We're at this amount. Pawn 4, rook slides over here to h2. That's going to be checkmate. Next up, the knight can drop back check. Yeah, that's going to be it. Queen slides down because the knight is guarding this and the pawn guards the knight. Queen drops back, you guard that escape square. Queen over, rook's going to take here on d8. All right, they're moving pretty fast still. This has not been that easy to catch up with them. I see this one, however. You take the rook and then knight down here. That's a beautiful tactic to win the bishop. I believe the rook's going to slide over. That's going to be game. You can have the rook slide over. And the queen is going to go there to c3 at the end. This is going to be a free knight because you're going to get the fork there. Take on c3. Take rook. And you're going to win. So if you take this. Oh, you could capture. Yeah, it's this. It's capture. Then you'll capture. Then you'll capture the knight here in the center. You're going to win the game. All right, so this next one, the bishop's going to slide in the corner. You could go down, but then the rook is there. You have to watch out for the rook. This, the pen doesn't quite work. I'm not sure about this one. They got this right pretty quickly, too. How do I do this? If you take this, they'll take. But you still can't slide this in. You could take here, take. Oh, no, it is this. I think it's take and then queen here. And then you take the knight here. Okay. I found it eventually. Check. Slide down here. All right, we're 9 behind. This is quite a lot to be behind. We're going to take the free queen. Yeah, that's about all we can do there. Checkmate. Yeah, we're down 7. Still down 7. I feel like I'm not even finding that few of tactics. They're just finding a lot, it feels like. Rook down. Yeah, they're just finding a lot. Queen's going to slide over. Queen up. Queen over. We got to 30. They're just at 36. What can you really... Oh, we got that one incorrect. And we got 30. We got 30. That's not horrible. That's not horrible at all. But they are a sweat. They got a lot of points from that as well. I got 2,300 season points. Not sure what that means. But I'm playing a lot of it. So if you have no people for a tournament, please type in chat if you would like to play in a viewer battle. If not, all cool. But just type in so I have an idea of how many people we have that want to play before I create this tournament here. So if you are interested, give me a message, some notification so I can know that we have some interest in it. If not, again, all fine. But I want to have an idea before I create it and just have it go out. If we have enough for it, I would love to. I'm not seeing anything there, so we're going to do another puzzle battle in the meantime. But if you do want to participate, you can type in chat at any point. So let's go to this next game here. Next puzzle battle, not next game. The next puzzle battle to warm up before we get in tournament, hopefully at some point. All right, we're going to go here, checkmate here on F2. The queen's going to slide all the way here in the corner, take queen here. All right, we're going to take this checkmate, take the free queen, take the free rook, checkmate here, checkmate. Yeah, these are very easy to start off with. A lot of maiden ones, you just have to figure out where the queen goes, it seems like, for these. Okay, here it actually is some thinking. I think you can take the free pawn, though, and you're going to run down your pawn. Checkmate with the queen. The queen's going to slide down, and you take here. I think you just take the rook, yeah. I don't think there's a checkmate, you just take the rook. This is mate, the rook can't move diagonally. You have the black pieces. You might just push this all the way forward, and you go promote this one last pawn. We're going to sack here on F1 for this one, but they're also perfect at this point, which I should have expected. We can capture, or you can check, actually, and that's a little bit better than what I was saying. I'm going to take this check, queen captures, king can't move anywhere. You could go, so if you go, oh, I think it's queen here, and then bishop here, setting up that battery, so they have to sack their queen. All right, this next one, do you just go back up? I think you do, and you'll take the rook, and the bishop there was going to force checkmate, which is why I have to do it that way. All right, we're going to give a check here. I want to say it's pawn up here somehow, but it feels like that's too slow, because they're over. So yeah, how do you do this one? I guess here. Yeah, I have to be there. You go king up, take. They're going to lose out eventually. All right, I know there's something along those lines. Take. I'm going to sack their queen. They're at 31 though. Wow, I'm playing some people who are very good at puzzle battle. All right, they're going to drop their bishop back. And for those who are just scrolling in, we have enough people. I will have a viewer tournament. So if you want to play, please type in the chat so I can know when to create the tournament. I'm just doing this for warm up here so far. This one I don't see. Or I guess it's queen here, and you take the rook. But they are at 37. That's quite a feat to catch up to. We're a little bit behind. Take here, take. Okay, you win the rook in this one. We have to get 12 in 48 seconds. That's not impossible. That will be higher than I've ever gotten, but not impossible. All right, they took there. We can take with. I guess you can't take with check. This take, and then you would go rook down. Yeah, I'm just not going to catch up, I don't think. Rook down. Oh, fork. And then take here. Yeah, we're 10 behind. This is crazy. Check. Checkmate. We're 9 behind. Take. Checkmate. Yeah, we're just not going to catch up. But this was not the worst attempt, I'll say. Cap, sacrifice. Take. We're at 31. Okay, the rook's going to jump forward. Check. And we get mate. We got 32. I'm not mad at 32 at all. They got a lot there. So I don't see any messages still. I'll just create it. So if we have enough people in here, it will go through. If not, obviously it's going to get canceled. We're going to have the first viewer tournament today. Let's see if we get enough participants in it. All right, arena name. And we got a new subscriber, I think. Appreciate the subscription. We're at 706 before I hopped on, I believe. So appreciate someone subbing up there. Let me create this arena name. First of the day. Nothing too fancy. No, Demon Slayer Day. I saw Demon Slayer Day, that movie. Movie day. All right. Oops. I'm going to create this here. I'm going to set this for 3 minutes. I'm going to set this for an hour. It is the 14th. I'm going to put this at 7. Let's say 7:45. All right. So that's a good time. I've just made the tournament. So if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, here's the link in the chat. And if you're watching on TikTok, it's about to go in the notes sections right about now. I'm just posted there. It's about to go in the notes here. Go to my club. Going here, notes. All right, and I've just put in, if you're watching on TikTok and you're new, you can join my club. It's PJ's Chess, PJS Chess. And once you're in there, there's a link to the notes section, and you can hop in. And I see we got another subscriber. We're at 708. Appreciate all the support we're getting there on YouTube. But there's a link. We need 3 more people for it to not get canceled. So if you want to be one of, or anyone can play, I guess one of the 3 who helps get it done. But anyone can play. We have a 4,000 person limit. We've not had that issue yet. So if you want to play, you can play. It is there in the chat and in the notes section of my club. We're almost at 710. Almost at 710 already. It feels kind of crazy. Last stream I hit 700. Almost a tenth of the way to 800. And we're almost at that big number too. We're going to slide down here for the checkmate. This is a free bishop and a free rook, so that's pretty obvious. Free queen. They make them comically easy to start off, but you saw they get harder and harder. I've been getting like pretty high, like 32 and 30, whatever I got the other time. For me, honestly, pretty high. I just played people who've got ridiculous scores, so I gotta use that as a test or like a show of my ability. I can get a little bit higher than I've been getting recently, which is, you know, like 20s or so. I think you can give a check here. Yeah, because if they move king 4, you would have went rook g2. Rook down makes sense, and then knight down, and then rook over. And that's going to be checkmate. You're going to go here and then sack your queen on e1. Checkmate, 15 for 15. Slide over diagonally. Beautiful. The knight has to jump in for it to make any sense. Slide over. Knight down. That's a beautiful mate with the pieces there. The queen's going to get on this diagonal, and they can't guard, although the queen is in the vicinity. Checkmate down there. I think you slide over here, and then up, and then over. The king can't move anywhere. Checkmate, because it's opposition, although it's a pawn in the way. Still opposition. Slide over for the ladder mate. Queen's going to drop in. Queen's going to go here, and then knight here to deliver the mate. You're going to take this in the corner. That's mate. Slide over. That's mate. 25 for 25. This, I'm not sure. Oh, yes, I am. You go here first. You sack rook a8, and then rook here because the knight's blocking the escape square. Okay. So, this one, I am a little confused on. If you go... Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's take. And you take. And then you take the rook here in the corner. Alright. I thought that was more confusing than it ended up being. This one... So you can slide your rook over for the check. That's right. What's going on, Tay? Appreciate the likes, man. We can slide over here, check. They slide up. I don't think you can sacrifice. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, no. No, it's just rook over. Yeah, and then rook down. I overcomplicated that. So you just wanted to try and get the checkmate. They push their pawn forward. You could capture, they capture. You give a check. That doesn't do anything. I get the win, though. I want to see if I can figure this one out. I think you have... No, you can't sack. All right, I'm going to claim the win. Not going to mess... Not going to mess that one up there. And there we go. See if we have enough people in the tournament. Not yet. We need 3 more people who are interested in joining in. If not, I can keep doing puzzles. I'm fine with it. I don't know if you guys, if that's entertaining, but I'm cool if I like doing them. But there's a link in chat if people do want to join in. We need 3 more for this one. So our daily games in the meantime. Let's see. I haven't seen these in a little bit. Yeah, the queen slides over. Oh, I may have messed up in this one. I may have messed up. I'm going to slide over to avoid the attack, but I think that's a loss there. All right, d4, bishop f4, the London system. This game's also a game I'm losing, although I have a bit of a better chance than I think I should, because we're going to give a check. Actually, I might be winning, because you give a check. They were winning. I may have turned that one a lot around. They take here, in the center, we're going to take here. That's a pretty simple response. You have to take back in the center. All right, this next daily game, they take in the center. I'm take here with the c pawn instead, because their knight's not on c3 to pounce on that open square. This one game, we're going to double up on the d file. And in this game, I don't know what I've been doing, honestly. Every move I've made, I've been second guessing it, honestly. I feel like knight here would be interesting, but then this pawn's hanging. So like I have to take here. And then I'm going to take attacking my queen. However, it's not going to work. So we still need 3 more people here in this tournament. So if you want to join in, please join in. Need 3 more. If not, I do a puzzle battle. We have 1 minute 40 seconds. Is not enough time. So I'm going to sit here. Hope we get some more people. If not, I'll do some puzzle something. Maybe rush or battle me. Switch it up a little bit because I've been doing a lot of puzzle battles recently. I don't know. Let's see the timer. 3, 5, or survival. So I probably won't create a tournament directly after if this one gets canceled. Just because I don't know if I have enough interest right this moment, which is fine. We're going to do something else instead while we are waiting. Got some people watching, though, I think. So I'll put this in chat one more time. If you're interested in hopping in here, don't be scared. All ratings are welcome. The more variety, the better, honestly. It makes someone around your same rating feel better about joining in themselves. But 55 seconds remain here for this one. And we're almost at those 50 likes there on TikTok. Let me... send a message real quick. Alright, Yeah, 42 seconds. I'm feeling this one will get canceled. So I'll do Puzzle Rush. I'm going to do a lot of Puzzle Battle. We'll switch it up and see how far I can get in that. And then I'll try and create one after that, potentially. We'll see, though. We'll see. But also, I think I'm going to be in a streamer tournament soon. I felt bad. I responded to the message late, but I did get invited to it. Let's see if they respond. So I will try and do that. I'm not sure when I'll have it. When I'll have my match, if I still have the opportunity to do so. But I'm thinking I still have a chance to. And I think it'll be cool. Okay, here. No, not yet, not yet. But I have, I guess, applied. So I'll have that. I'll stream that as well against some other cool streamers. But yeah, this one did get canceled. Just me in here. So we're going to do something else. I guess in the meantime, we'll try Puzzle Rush, then maybe Puzzle Battle again. We'll go to Survival. Not the time. Oh, I'm still in one. Really? I kind of want to do a new one. Alright, we're going to slide our... Okay, you go bishop here. King moves. That doesn't work. This doesn't work. Oh, this works though. King up. That's crazy because this is checkmate. The pawn is guarding everything. Alright, next, this I see. You just go here to h1 because the bishop's guarding it. We're at 32. Nah, you're good, Keenan. You're good. And also, don't feel any pressure to join in. I'm just saying if you want to see the tournament or anything. But nah, don't worry, man. I understand. That's how I felt for Bullet for some time before I started playing it. Like, I'm better at it now. But there was a time where I was not very good at it. I'm not sure how you get out of this. If you go king over... Well, you have to go king over. Well, you have to go there. Yeah, because I have to figure out the rest of it. But if you went up, a8, queen, checkmate would be over. I don't understand. Oh, this is check. Yeah, okay. Then you take the rook. Alright, so we're at 33. Now, this one, okay. There's no immediate check. This is not trapped. I have one more strike. I'd like to start over. I didn't know it saved your spot. I guess that's why it's survival. You can do this however long. If you go queen, oh, it might be queen up. Because if you go queen up, they go here, you have a fork. Oh, that's incorrect. So we're going to play this again. And then when this one's canceled, create a new tournament. If we have enough people, it will go through. If not, all good. This one's a pretty easy one to start off. Okay, checkmate. 2 for 2. I don't want to get any wrong. 3 for 3. 4 for 4, because the bishop here is cutting off that whole king side. Checkmate. Let's checkmate. I just saw the check, but that's actually mate. Take here. So the first 6 are pretty easy. First 7 are pretty easy. First 8. I know it's going to get a lot harder very soon. I think it's here. I'm just worried because if they go... Oh, no. Here. Yeah, here and then here. So how do I get the light square check? But there's no need for it. There's just mate on the dark squares. Alright, 11 for 11 to start off. Very similar to Puzzle Battle. Quite the easy first few. But I imagine they get... As we saw, they get harder quickly. Okay, now let's think. Oh, this is checkmate. Similar to that other one. Checkmate. Check. And then you have that rook sliding down. Check. Bishop's going to take. And you're going to take the rook here. We're 16 for 16. You have to find the weak square. You can't go down, right? Because the queen. You can't go there because the king. But you can go there. And they have all these pieces that they have to sacrifice them to not lose it. This one. Alright, so there's definitely check first. If the king slides over. Maybe it's not check first. You go here. Oh, I see. It's here. And it's not here. I was thinking about that for some reason. I think it's not here. Because they don't actually have checkmate. It looks like your king's weak, but there's no check. Yeah, there's no actual check. Believe it or not. Alright, in this next game, I believe you sack your rook. Yeah, you have to. Queen down, then you go Q here to G1 for checkmate. Move their knight, their bishop out the way. If we take... I don't know about that, though. Because if you just take this, how can you force a mate? But if you go here, you also can't force a mate. So you... Oh, no, the knight's guarding it. So you definitely can't take it. Oh, I see. Discover a check here on the queen. Perfect. Alright, so the next one. This is just checkmate with queen c1. This is mate with... There's mate here. Oh, you take the pawn first. Like, there's some checkmate. And you go here on h1. Alright, they move their knight out the way. Capture. This is a mating pattern. It's like here, 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 and then here after they're over there. But the issue with this one is the knight's in the way. So I said this is still the first move. Oh, it's the same idea. It's check, and you go here instead of checkmate there. This is mate here on d1. They offer the queen trade. I think you just separate the king from the queen here with this check, and then you take the queen for free. All right, we're at 24 for 24. The queen moves. Oh, this one's pretty simple. You take, then you take with check, then you take the queen. All right, 25. The queen's hanging. I think you actually have checkmate. I believe you do. I think it's knight down and rook over. And yeah, take, because the knight guards the bishop. So yeah, this is still mate. It looks like it's not. Over. So I'm assuming it's pawn up, king over, double check, checkmate. Yeah, but it doesn't make you go that far into it. There's a check. There's a repetition. That I'm not sure why they didn't do that before. Okay, but I guess I shouldn't focus on that part. I would guess you have to do this. Oh, yeah, because it's double check. Yeah, and they have to slide over. Yeah, I was like, the rook can take back, but they can't move the rook, which is the thing. He'll take the queen, fork, take rook here in the corner. All right, next up, this is a fork, is the first move. I don't know if the second's to take the queen, though. Because if it is, oh, this is actually pretty cool. It's queen down, and then you take here on h6. I thought it was going to be something completely different. We have the white pieces. Do you just take, check? So if you take check, king is going to move. Oh, and then you slide over check. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Slide over check, and then you take the rook here. This isn't hanging because the rook is guarding. The rook sliding over is just a sacrifice. Alright, so we're going to get that part out the way. You could go queen down, though. So you go queen down, king up, check, here, check. There's actually checkmate. I think this is the move. There's no checks they have. Do I trust myself, though? I do. I'll trust myself. It is queen down. You take the rook, you're going to win that game. 32 for 32 here. The rook slides forward here. Rook to f1. I imagine you take... But if you take, they could take this way first, which would ruin the whole idea. So that I'm going to scrap that. Because if you take the bishop, if bishop x e5, dx e5, you can't do anything after, that I can see at least. Knight captures, the same idea. This is the first one I don't immediately have even an inkling of an idea. Some of them I was like, okay, well it has to be something like this. This one I don't know. And this one I might get wrong. Capture, let's process elimination. The queen going here doesn't do anything. Alright, queen here only attacks that. I would guess that's not the move. And queen here is nothing. So it's not a queen move. We can X that out. This, I feel like it has something to do with the knight. I still think it's bishop here, although I'm wrong. I know this makes the most sense to me, because take. Oh, it is this. Yeah, it is. I see. Because they can't take that way because the queen's hanging. So that's why it works. Take, and you take with check. Alright, we got that one. Honestly, I think you can just take this. If you take check, take, up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just take that. And then you go up, and it's like a domino effect. You have to take this way, because if you go up, they have knight bound. So you have to take that way. 34 for 34. They actually can't stop this checkmate. I'm familiar with this pattern. You just go king forward. Yeah. It looks like there's a way to escape, but they actually can't get out of that. Alright, they have no checks this game as well. So it's, well, no. Well, I guess they could go there, king over. But there's no way they can long-term check. So you can set up a checkmate idea. I'm not sure if that's the idea. I think you do. Because if you do rook captures, g2, king x g2, queen down, that doesn't work. So I think you have to get the queen involved. You expect a check, you go over. They can sack, you'll take, they'll take. But after pawn up, here, take, here. There's no checkmate. So I think it is queen here. Yeah, here, boom, up. And they take the rook instead. But as you can imagine, this is still a win. The knight slides in. These always get me because they're supposed to be easy. And they can definitely trip you up. I think it's just b5 though. Because the bishop's trapped. They take, you take. Yeah, I think it is just b5. Capture, boom. Alright, you're winning that game, 37. Wow, you sack the queen. Because you take, king takes, rook over. Yeah, you do. And rook here to h7. Alright. Oh, this is pretty, or this is not easy, but it's kind of fun. You go here, check, here, check, up, check, I think. Here, and okay, that is correct. The rook's going to slide here. You could go queen down. That doesn't feel right, though. Queen down, rook, I don't see the mate. Q here to a1, rook slides back. You take over. you can come back check over. Oh, and then you go down. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it. But what if you go here, they just go up instead of going back down? Could you force anything? That's why I'm a little skeptical. Because I don't know if you just go here, they just go up. You just go back, and then you just go back. That's just repetition. I don't think that would work. Another subscriber. Appreciate the subscription there on YouTube. For those who are new in here, I do viewer battles. The first one got canceled, so we're just trying something different. So it's a 7-10. Wow, appreciate the support. If you did want to play in a tournament, type in chat so I can know if we have enough people interested. I need 3 more people. I need 3 people besides myself to join in. We're just doing this because the tournament got canceled, but that's usually what I do. But I think QA1, that's my intuition. Because this doesn't work. Nothing else works here. Nothing else works here. That's why I'm like, okay, I just have to trust this is the first move. Okay. I don't see, okay, though, here, here, and here are the only 3 moves. So I'd imagine, oh, okay, you did, oh, it is that. Lev has said it is. Yeah, I was like, it has to be there. Nothing else made sense. I don't get this still, though. If you go here, they could go rook over, queen here, back. How is this a mate? I'm not getting that, but okay, here. Oh, then you take and then checkmate here. Wow, that's actually kind of cool. As well as this next one, they push their pawn forward. You can't take because of the queen. You could go, where could you go? Could you take here? You could take there. You go queen over. Yeah, you definitely can't take this though. That's the thing. You definitely can't take this because of the queen. I would imagine you... How long I'm streaming for today? I don't know. I mean, maybe 2 to 3 hours, something along those lines, I would guess. I'm not sure. You can't take, because if you take, they just go king forward, I think. Bishop g3. I feel like I'm cheating now. Bishop g3, yeah. Oh, that does work, because you go here, take. Oh, and they can't stop when their king slides over. Yeah, I guess they can't. Wow, yeah. I guess I see why you're so high rated, but it is bishop g3. Then you take. They slide in with the check. Then you have to take with the rook, right? And then boom, and then now. All right, let's see this next one. They slide. You could capture. Hack? No. I'm not. I was going on the Eliza. Not a hacker. If you take here. Man, these are getting difficult. I'm at 41. I've seen another streamer. His name's Cole. He got to 67. That's very impressive. This is quite difficult, honestly. What's going on, Duru? If you take, there's no mate here, right? Could you sack here on h6? Because then there's checkmate, take. Yeah, I think you do sack on h6. Yeah, take. And then you take here because of the pin. And then, how do you finish it? How do you finish this one? If you take there, they have to take. If you go rook down, that doesn't work. Oh, is it not checkmate? Do you just take here and take the rook? That actually might be it. Yeah, you just take the rook. All right, this next one. Capture. Another, we're at 7-11. Yo, we just gained 5 subscribers in less than 30 minutes. That's got to be around a record of mine. Appreciate all the support there on YouTube. If we take here, they would slide back and take. So that's not it. I imagine the queen's trapped somehow. It has to be trapped here. The queen must be trapped. There's no... It has to be trapped. There's no way. It can go back. It can go over. It can't go... Oh, it can go over. So wait, it can't go there, 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 there. So it can only go to h5. So I need to take away h5. The bishop here. This can't do that, unfortunately. But then if you go here, they go here. Do you go knight there? So they take, you take queen. But if it's like here, 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 over, then you take rook. That might be it. That might be it. And then here, and then take queen. All right, 43. The king's going to slide. You might have to just push the pawn immediately. Because if you push, take... No, wait. if you push, so let's say if I let they take this first. So if I go knight here first, king over, push, king take, and then like I push again, king over. Yeah, you have to go knight here first, I think. So you don't go knight there, it's too slow. But now it's fast enough to do it. Yeah. And you get the queen. Okay, I get that one. This one has to be easy. Is it not just check? And then, yeah, I think this is easy. Capture, king here to h6, queen down. That's checkmate. But let's see the other option. Take, king down to, yeah, this has to be the first move. And you just keep checking until it's checkmate, right? Check, and yeah. The king can actually stop this. So we go king here, king down, king here, king down, and you can sit king f8. King here, king f8, and now you're just going to promote that pawn. They sacrifice. This is a Greek gif, because it's a discovered check. Oh, I see it. It's because if you take bishop, knight slides, you can actually take the knight, because they already sacrificed. So then if they take back, you take the queen. I think that's it. Take. Let me double check, though. Take this. You'll be up 2 minor pieces momentarily, and they can't take the bishop with the queen. Yeah, I think it is this. Perfect. All right, 47 here. Let's go to this next one. The pawn pushes down. Is that not just a free queen? Is it that? I think that is really? No way that's it. This is free. I hope I'm not seeing this incorrectly. No, this is not guarding it. It's not guarded. This is forward. Wow, how is that a 2500 level puzzle? That's been by far the easiest as of late. Okay, the queen can slide over. I would guess that is it, because that's the only thing that's a check immediately. You go queen here to g1, back. How do you find the follow-up? Going up is a sacrifice. Going here does nothing. Oh, no. The queen's under attack. Oh, you have to move the queen, so I need to focus on that. Yeah. Take. Is there a sack that works for checkmate? I don't think so. I want to just go. Oh, well, I was gonna say here, but then bishop here, because I want to get to this square. But here, bishop down. I'm very limited after that, so I'm not entirely sure. The knight, again, the queen has to move. I keep moving, looking at other pieces. This has to be the piece that moves out the way. Take, check, over. There's no checkmate. And then here you just cut off after bishop to g2. Because you then go up. But I guess then that's hanging at the end. And they may have something. Yo, appreciate that, Jasmine, the resub there for 3 months. Much appreciated on Twitch. I'm honestly stumped here. I have no idea. Because you can't take... Like, I know this is not it. Like, I think that's the move, but it doesn't make sense. Like, if you go queen here to g1, they go down. There's no follow, but nothing else works. This has to be the first move, yeah. The second is where I'm stuck. Knight g4? Knight g4? Oh, wow. Yeah, I would never found that one, I'm not going to lie. I see now, though, because this is threatening something in there, and that doesn't hang. Dude, what's your rating? That's a crazy find. Yeah, it is knight g4, I think. Oh, it's not. I would have guessed knight g4. Or, after you told me, I would have said knight g4. I didn't see anything else. We got that one wrong. The first move right, though, was qg1. But let's go to this next move. They take here on c4. I may be stumped now. Take. Oh, no, I'm not. This one I do see. Take, check up here. And then if you take, they move queen here. Okay, what's the follow there? Oh, then you go knight there. Okay. You definitely sack. And then knight here, I believe. Yeah. Because then they go over, right? Because they're like, yeah, that would have to be it. Slide, king over, take. But the bishop, the only thing, oh, I would say my bishop thing is the only thing I'm worried about. It doesn't matter. Because if you go here, they slide over. You'll take that, attack the queen. They'll take the pawn. Could you, I don't know. Is that really it? Well, I would have guessed yes, so that has to be it. I don't see it all the way. That's the thing about puzzles, which is like, is it really that? I just kind of guess. Like, I know it has to be something there. In a real game, I don't know if I would have played that. I would have been able to calculate through. I imagine you just take this. And you take the rook here. I mean, this is And this has to be it. Nothing else works. Because if you go here... Oh, well, let's see. If you go here, they can only move their king here. Rook over to d8. King down. Yeah, there's no way... Oh, it's the same thing, though. You could still go rook here. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then you take it now. So that's probably the difference. Oh, there's still checkmate. There's checkmate in one. It has to be a check. It has to be check. So is it queen here? Because if you let them take this, it's not even just they're trying to get something to work. It's literally game over. So queen here. Take this. And now there's no longer checkmate. So that's probably what it is. This, I feel like, is simple. The rook sliding over probably isn't it. You could go knight in. Well, I mean, obviously, that's not the most obvious. Oh, it's knight here, I think. Because knight here, take. Because they can't take that way, right? So this is forcing, at least, if you go knight here. They'd have to take. But does that open up anything? This is my only thing. So you go there, boom. Oh, and then here, right? You attack. But again, what does that do? Because they could just go queen up. There's no checkmate that way. I thought that's the only thing that I see. So I'm going to go for bishop here. I don't see anything else. Or no, I mean knight here. Or is it knight or bishop? I guess it'd be knight first. Or maybe a bishop first. Because there, then they couldn't push because I take. I'm not sure. It's something with this square. It's not either, the knight and the queen, if they could link up, would be checkmate. So that's why I'm leaning towards it not being the knight first. So let's say if it was knight first, they take, you take with check. Don't know if that works. I feel like it's one of those two pieces. You said bishop h6? I don't know, bishop h6. Would that work? If you go bishop captures, they take. Like, how do you force the mate, I guess, is what I'm not seeing. Because even, oh, I guess you're saying here, but then, oh, if you went bishop there, you could just take it. Huh, that might be it. But here, up, over, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely, I guess that makes more sense what I'm saying, though, because I'm also saying to sacrifice a piece. That's just a square short. If you go there, take. Man, I'm lost. Do we have enough people for a tournament? Do we have 3 people here? 3 people here. I think it's bishop here. This is my guess. No, that's wrong. So yeah, it probably might have been bishop capture h6. But then the rook moves down. We're at 50. You have 2 incorrect. 2 of the last 4 wrong. If you take, is it just win the exchange? Because you can win the exchange pretty easily. I don't know, it feels like kind of simple for a higher than 2700 rated puzzle. But I think that's it. Take. Oh, yes, I missed that part. But can't you go queen here? Oh, I see the problem. This is hanging. If you move this, this is hanging. The rook can't move. The knight, then they just take. Oh, if you move the knight, they could take with check. Oh, but then you can go king up. But then they can go rook over. I don't know. That it was knight move for the last turn, what you're saying? Ah, okay, okay. There. Take. The queen has to... Really? Because if you go here, can't they do Q captures? That's the only thing I'm saying. Like, if they go king there. If I go queen there, they could capture. Or they could capture with check. That's the only thing. King b1. I don't know. With king b1, I don't think that is it. Because then they take with check and attacking the queen. So you'd have to take back. I think it has to be qg2. I just don't see the follow-up. Because you go qg2. Knight x d3. Check. King d2. I think that's the same thing. If you go king d1, take. Like, I don't know. I don't see how you could win material. Maybe that's one material, though. Maybe it means... Oh, yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you can just do that. King d2. There. Take, yeah. Wow, I didn't see that at all. Yeah, I think that is it. How did I miss that? Well, yeah, you're right. Take. Oh, I see why it works. Because it almost doesn't work. If you go up, they can slide you. They can take once, take, and bring their rook over. But that's why knight d6 is there. So that, oh, that's actually genius. Yeah, that's pretty cool why that works. So there's this next one. The rook can slide there to c1. Rook slides over. Another, a few more subscribers. We're at 713 there on YouTube. All right, we go. Rook c1 check. King slides forward somewhere. I don't know. The rook sliding here feels like it's a good thing. But I guess they can go anywhere with the king. And it would fix the problem. That's why I'm leaning towards check. I just don't see follow. And they have no way to really... Oh, they do. Here, up, down. So they do have an easy way. Yeah, rook down, here, here. They have a mate if I don't find checks back to back. I don't know. I just did something different. I was like, I've done like 3 puzzle battles to start the live. Let's do something else puzzle related. Since the tournament got canceled. Not even canceled. It was just me, a lone participant. Another subscriber at 714. But yeah, after this, if we have interest, we can do that again. If we want to try again, if we have people down. Let's see. But yeah, we are waiting for this one. Nah, you're good. Let me just switch it up. Let's see. Because I kept doing puzzle battle, and it got very... I was like, well, this is the same thing. I've seen 2 queen e4 follow-ups. So yeah, my idea is right. I was like, what's the follow-up? Very mean. What's your rating sitting at now? How is QE4 winning, though? Because if you go here, can't they still check up checkmate? Even if you go QE4? Because you have to check, I think. Which is the thing. Because here, check. Up. Check. Mate. Or would it be... I think whatever... Yeah. I don't think you can go QE4. Because then you is made in 3. So it has to be... Okay, let's think about it. I have to get to H1. That's the first thing. If I was on E4, that's the idea of E4, is you're going QH1 or Rook H1. So I need to get there somewhere else. So we can go back and up. That actually would stop it. Or we could go... I guess that's it. Yeah, I think that's the only thing you can do. QE8 threatens make... Oh, yeah, okay. So you agree with me. Or I agree with you. I think you sent that first. Here. I think so. I think you're right. Oh, but what if you go here, they go rook up, and then you give a check, then they slide rook over? Does that... I feel like that stops it as well, though, right? If you go QE8, rook D4, QH5, rook H4. Well, let's see. Here. Am I miscalculating it? Here. You would have to go... I would imagine you go there. And they slide rook over. Oh, but once the rook's over, you could go queen down. Oh, I see. It's because of this here, but then queen here on D1. So now they can't stop checkmate on H1. Yeah, I see. There, here. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. How do they... Oh, and then you go rook here. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Let's go to this next one. I think you take... Let's see. I think you take... They slide their king over. No. Because their king is there. They don't have checkmate, though. It's different from the last puzzle where they have mate. So you could... But they have repetition, though. That's the difference. Yeah, they have repetition. Because if you go here, they could take... And if you took rook D1, king up, rook D2, your king can't ever go to the E file because of the knight. So you have to give a check here as well. I think it's here because if they go king up, you take the queen. No, actually, it is just here. Here, up, you take queen. And then here, over, queen over. Yeah, I think it's just that. Yeah. Then you take a check. All right, we got that one. That's actually simpler than I... No way. Is it just pawn to D4? That can't be it. This far in, it's a one move thing here. Okay, people agree with the bishop A6. Yeah, I think this one's simple as well. I'm with you. I think it's just d4. I'm double checking. This is what I would play if it was a bullet game. But I'm like at a 2900-ish rated puzzle. It can't just be pawn to d4. That seems too simple. But I think it is just pawn. No! No! We're at 53. What is it? Is it not pawn? Oh, let's see the analysis. I should have trusted my gut. I knew it was too easy to be too simple to be true. I don't know if that works. If you went here to d4, how is this not it? Take. Knight takes first? What's the... I don't need to go to the analysis, but I want to see the difference. Wow, this is why I like puzzles, at least. The puzzle thing here, you can click on the analysis board. But you're saying knight takes first. So here. What am I missing, though? Like, they still can't take anything, can they? You went up. They can't take the... and then d4. What's the difference, though? Isaac, appreciate those likes on TikTok. For those who are saying, I think David, can you explain the difference? We're at 7:15. Yo, we've gained like 9 subs in less than an hour. Much appreciated. I really don't get this though. But yeah, I usually do knight DE. But then, oh, what an eye. Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because there you take, this is threatening checkmate, right? Is what you're saying? This attacks your queen. You have to take. You let them threaten checkmate. Take. Then you take this. Is that what happens? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that in a in an actual game, in a bullet game at least. Maybe if I was sitting there for hours. But yeah, so I usually do tournaments. It seems like this is. I want to show it, Eliza, because I can't go to the analysis board. But I think the thing is with knight here, from my understanding. I think that's what they're saying. And if it attacks the queen, right? So you have to react to it. So if you take, you're up a piece momentarily. They take back, they're up. If you took this bishop, they have checkmate. So you'd have to take this bishop. Although I'm not sure, though, at the end. I'm not sure about the end, though. Because if they... yeah, I see your point. Because here, take. Black is still up. But you couldn't take that way. So it'd be here. Queen take. Knight would have to take here. So then... wait. Take. So black's up a piece after you take on d3. Is it because... bishop captured? But I don't see it. Because if you took there, they would just take the bishop. I'm not sure. Honestly, that does make sense what they said. I'm not sure exactly how. I'm missing the end part. I'm missing the end part of it. I wish I could just put it in analysis. Maybe I can. Can I? Yeah, okay, cool. You can. I want to see. I have to see this one. Alright, it's saying... oops. So it's because of this, but let's see. No, it's not. So it's not. It is 94. And then it's... okay, this part was right. Except this is not the best move. It's better to go QD8. But let's just for this example. And then they take... and then knight takes here like I was saying. This is what I didn't get. Oh, it's queen here. Wow, that's crazy. It's queen here because you can't take her. The queen falls. That's the part I wasn't understanding why this was fine. Because I thought the bishop was still hanging. But it doesn't work because of queen take. I would have never... wow, that is definitely 2900 rated. Would not have found that. What a cool idea there at the end. I played most recently, got banned. Really? Who was that? I don't remember who that was. The last... did I play Thinker last game? Was it... who was that one? I need to do this as well. Another streamer, Colio, he does a lot of puzzle battles, so I see why he does. This actually is pretty fun to do on stream. I gotta be honest. But yeah, I can't do this again. I usually do tournaments, though. So we have 3 people who want to play the tournament. Please type in chat. The next tournament's whenever we have enough, to be honest. The first one got canceled, so I switched up what we were doing. Appreciate the new subscriber as well. We're at 716. So yeah, if you are interested in playing a tournament, please type in chat so I could know. If not, all cool, we could try this again. And Isaac, appreciate these likes again on TikTok. But yeah, do we have any opinions on what we would rather do? Because this was cool. I don't want to steal Cole's flow. But it kind of happened naturally. Because I was doing a lot of puzzle battles, man. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot of puzzle battles. I have to switch it up. But yeah, either way, I don't see any votes for the tournament. I don't see any any messages. So are we saying we want to do this instead? I guess which one? Which one would we rather see or rather watch and entertain with? I'm cool either way. You're rated 400. How do you get better? Honestly, it feels like Puzzle Rush is a way to get better, but Rapid, I would say. I do a lot of puzzles on Lichess personally. Yeah, I was the same thing. This seems very useful, especially because it's no timer, so you have a lot of time to calculate through. So the parts you don't know, you could really sit there. You can put an analysis board after. I'm not seeing messages. I'm not seeing any messages on this, so I'm guessing puzzle battle again. We'll see. We'll see. Man, I guess so. I guess we do puzzle battle again. I don't see any messages. A vote for the tournament. Okay, I have one vote for the tournament. I need 2 more messages for tournament before I create it, because the last one did get canceled. So if you would join in, please type in. We usually do 3 plus 0 to start and vote on it after. I guess we can just vote on it now since we've been streaming for like an hour without one. So if you would like to vote on the tournament, what you would like it to be, please type in the chat. And if you want to vote for me to do the not a tournament and do this, please type in the chat so I can get a feel of what we are looking for here. Because I'm cool either way. I love chess, so I don't really care that much, honestly. Don't have time? Okay, no worries, David. So yeah, I'm cool either way. Like genuinely, this was fun. Chess is fun. This time I'm a chess streamer. I don't really care how and what form it is, to be honest. Alright, I'm not seeing a message. So, well, I see David, so you can't stay for long. I'm assuming Puzzle Rush again then. Honestly, it's what I guess so. Let's do this again. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I would like to do a tournament though. 53. It says 80 on mine. Has it dropped? It says 80 here, which is crazy. That's a lot of people. That's definitely the most. Well, I've had one time another streamer was very gracious and rated me with like 170 people, but this one here is definitely the most I've got organically, I would say, by far, just from me. So appreciate everyone that's contributing to that. If you're watching, you are in a record-breaking stream for me. I can't trust myself either. I would have, but to be fair, we missed queen down. Like, who would have saw that, really? This one looks simple, yeah. I think it is simple. The first few are, like, comically easy. And then Bees, I saw that puzzle invite. After this, we'll do this one more time, then we can do that. Yeah, I'm definitely down to do a puzzle battle 1v1. And we're forced, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're 4 subs from 720. I was like, maybe we hit 710 this stream. It looks like we have a chance to hit 720. We give a checkmate. Oof, this is almost a trap, because oh no, it's just here. So you can't take there, but you couldn't go there anyways. Checkmate. Yeah, I gotta get through the easy ones to get to the fun ones, because these are not too much to think about. I think these are all made in ones here. What's going on, Bobby? I assume just go queen here. Yeah, I would guess so. 11 for 11. The rook slides down, king. I think you just win there, rook here. Alright, there we go. Personal best, personally, I don't do chess.com puzzles unless I'm on stream. I usually do Lichess, so probably that, honestly. I don't think I've ever really done it in my free time. I think literally maybe one time before stream. But I was just doing this. I just do chess.com puzzles while like I'm waiting for the chess tournaments I host to start. But I personally prefer Lichess for puzzles. I do that when I'm trying to like practice for over the board tournaments or when I'm trying to really improve. It's like queen down here to e2. But yeah, probably that 53 or 52 I just got. I think it was 53, right? But I think we go QE2 here. Yeah, this is not as fun. It was definitely fun doing the hard ones. I want to get back to the hard puzzles. Alright, F15. Okay, this actually might just be E5. I like the last one where there was a trick to it. I think this is just E5, yeah. And then you take the queen, then you take the knight here. What's your record though, David? Alright, I'm thinking. You could go here. That feels... Oh, no. It's just knight here. Yeah, because this is checkmate, so I have to sack. Boom, boom. Alright, we're at 17. This is this is made in 1 here on F1. The rook's going to slide down here, made in 1 with the pieces. This is similar to earlier, one of the actually last puzzles. You just have to find the exact square to get to, because they're all close. I've done this puzzle before. It feels like cheating when you see the same puzzle, not the exact same, but it's here. Then you take the queen here. I feel like I'm cheating because I've definitely seen something almost identical before. But I guess that's chess. If you've seen the position before, is it cheating or are you just experienced? But you go queen here to f6, I think, And you just throw it in checkmate? Yeah. 22. This is mate in 3, I believe, with check, check, and then mate here. Alright, next. I think it's bishop here, and then qd8. Yeah, qd8. And then you can take that bishop there on f8. Alright, next. I think it's bishop captures, because there's actually, like, checkmate here almost. So you have to check. I'm just not sure, though, because if you go here, they go king over. You move, they take your rook. So that doesn't make that much sense to me. 52? Okay, okay. What's your actual rating? What's your rating on chess.com for any of the time controls there? Yeah, I usually do Puzzle Battle and Lichess. You drop bishop back. Oh, Eliza. What a find. Yeah, you're right. It's here, then here. I don't think I would have seen... Maybe I would have seen it, but I didn't see it when I was looking. I think this is just QA1, though. Yeah, take. And they can't stop that. Alright, next up. 2400. Whoa. Do you play over the board? Do you have over the board rating? I think you take this, and then you go d5 after. And then you take the bishop here. Alright, 27. Alright, next up, we're going to have our rook slide over check. Slide in. Check. That doesn't feel right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's so many top percentile people. But we go rook here to d2 check. Slide down. b6 check. They come down. So that can't be it. Oh, I see. It's just here. Down. Knight here. Over. Rook up. But then they could go up. So that's okay. That's the only thing. The knight is cutting off 2 essential escape squares. Oh. It's because it's rook down and not rook over. Right? But no, if you go rook here, they go up. So you have to go here. I would imagine. It has to be here. I just don't see after here. Rook e5. Does that really... Oh, that is checkmate. What am I talking about? Yeah, that's literally checkmate. Alright, go to the next game. Next puzzle. Bishop here. Over. A knight here. Over. And then rook down. I think that's it. Let's double check. I think it's here. Because they couldn't go up, or over. They'd have to go over. And then... Because they couldn't access the square anymore. You'd be cutting off this still. And this square with the knight. So yeah, I think that is it. And let's double check. Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. So yeah, it's here. And then checkmate. Alright, go to the next one. I know it's queen here first. I don't know. Well, I'm just going to go. It has to be queen here. Yeah, nothing else makes sense. Then you just take. Yeah. Sometimes just trust the intuition. Like, that makes by far the most sense. And then you go up. And then you would take the bishop and take the rook promote to queen. This is going to be mate in 2. I've actually done this one before as well. I'm going to give that check in the corner. I have the black pieces. I think it's... this is kind of cool. I think it's king here, then bishop here. And you get the queen here. Alright, this next one. Oh, okay, it's pretty easy. I think you go queen here, up en passant, over, check, take. Oh no. Oh no. This is the same thing. I see it. I'm just not saying it right here. Yeah, and then you go rook down because the bishop stops it. And they push their pawn here. I think you just go up because they have no check, believe it or not. I think you just go e3 to this next one. Yeah, because then they can't stop it. It's still unstoppable. Yeah, I think you just go here. They have to sack. All right. Oh, I see. It's here because you take this with check and then you take the rook. All right, so the next one. I think you give a check. They go king 4. They use sack. Well, this is the first move, so let's just go queen here so I can see the rest. Oh, I see. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Is rook over. They have to take with the knight, and then q c7 is checkmate. Say, sometimes you just got to play the move you see. Because I saw that part for sure. You could go queen here in the corner. 1950 is from playing one tourney. Yeah, I'm not that high on Rapid. As high as Rapid and Blitz as you, and I'm like 1956 USCF. So I'm sure you are around that. A little higher than that if you're that much higher than me online. With the rook slides forward here on d7. Or maybe it's not USCF. Is that FIDE? that you're saying you're 1950-ish. I don't know why I assumed that. I think it's queen here, because they go here, you'll take. Wow, this is kind of complicated. I think it is queen here. And then, do you take this? You take. I think you do take. And you'll take. That has to. I can't explain it. That just made sense to me. I think because the queen was hanging at the end, the other rook couldn't move really. Let's see. The bishop's there on e6. You can capture. But I am wary about thinking it's easy after last time. I think it is just this, though. I think you do just take here on e6. So you take on e6. You're up. There's no downside. I just want to take here. All right. It is that simple. And you just drop back here. Okay. Don't completely give up trust on myself. Oh, this is actually a dope one. You go here and then queen here to h1. Then you take the queen here. All right, go to the next one. I think you actually go check first. And then here. And then here. No, that can't be it. Check. But the problem is if you give a check, they got the way. They can always get away on a7. That's what I'm having a problem with here. You could go queen here to c5, attacking. But then you have king a6. And then, is it... Oh, maybe it's move order that matters. If you go here... Oh, you could go here, here. After they went back. But then knight here. So that's the same thing. I have mate in 3. Okay, mate in 3. So I'm on the right track then. I'm maybe overestimating the knight. I think this has to be the first move. Here. But mate in 3 implies it's forced. So the king back. You would go over. King up. So you can't go king. Your queen has to stay on this diagonal. Oh, is it up? Back. Up. Here. But what is the final? I think this, it has to be b4. I think it... But queen c3, can't they go up here? Out after that? It has to be b4, b5. That I see. Because you have to stay on the diagonal or they get out the way. I just don't see the checkmate. That's why, like, puzzles is kind of cheating. Because, like, yeah, I know that this is the first two. Because it makes sense. Because I know you have to keep the mate threat. But in an actual game, how would I figure out that, like, you... Like, this isn't... Oh, well, let's just play it on the board. This, and then this has to be the second move. No, I think you're right. I think this is definitely the second move. Because if you move the queen anywhere, well, you can't go there. If you go over, they just go back. So you have to push here. I just don't see checkmate is the only thing. Because you go down. Oh, I see it. I think it's because you go here, you go up, check. You go down, you go up, down, checkmate. That's a very complicated way to do it. But yeah, and then here. Yeah, okay. Go to this next one. They push their pawn down. I imagine it's just bishop here. Oh, but the pawn is here to guard the queen. So maybe not. Rook up. Does that do anything? They'd have to go over. Oh, then you go up. Yeah, I think it's here. And then you push up if they went queen back. But now because they did it this way, you can just go rook over. Yes. Okay. Alright, we got that one. We're at 41. Our next one. Mate and a billion. And appreciate a new subscriber. We're at 717 there. Gained already 11 this stream. This is a check. So, I'm guessing you take. They have check. Oh, you could go in the corner. Wow, yeah, they actually can't stop that. You take, corner. There's no check. Yeah. There's nothing they can really do. There's king h8. And then you take here. Alright, that one's pretty easy. They push their pawn forward. This one, I would hope it's just here. That makes the most sense here. I think you go qa5. And then you just take the knight here. Okay, well, if you take the knight, they have bishop here. So what could you do? You can't take that. Maybe it's not that. But this is definitely like the idea. Because this is hanging somehow. Oh, maybe it's knight up first? That could be it. But then they go bishop there. And that defeats the whole point. Because then if you went knight here, they could take, check, take, and then go up. And there's no longer a threat. So I think you do have to take the knight first. They go bishop in. Knight in. Take, take. Oh, it might be you win 3 minor pieces for the queen. I think that's what it is. I think you'll take here. And then you'll go here to try and get rid of it. Then I'll have to take it. And then you'll take here a fork. Oh, but then they can go queen up. Then you couldn't win that. I think it's going to avenge. I don't think it's knight e4 first. Only because if you go here, they can take with check. You have to take back the bishop up. I think it is queen take. And I think the idea is you're sacking your queen for 3 minor pieces. Because I think it's here. Because then if they take, you'll take. What if they go queen up, though? Then you would take, take. That doesn't work. You definitely have to sack your queen for something. Because your queen is trapped. I'm seeing this far. I'm just missing what to do after queen goes to d3. Because if you just take it, then you only get 2 minor pieces for it. Which is not enough. Just queen b2. Oh, yeah, I guess queen b2. Yeah. Wow, how did I miss that? I saw every square but that one. Yeah, this is free. Yeah, you're right. Queen here. Because here... But isn't it repetition, though? Like, if you go here... Oh, they can't because they would take the rook. But what if you go here, rook over, take... Your queen's trapped, though. Yeah, if you go here, rook here, queen take, rook over. That's a queen trap, I believe. Right? I think so. Because queen here, rook, queen takes, rook here. Like, it's repetition. But that... I don't imagine... I feel like it can't be repetition. Because they're there. Like, I think you want to win. But knight here, I think, also has its flaw. Because I can't figure it out. Q8. Wait, you're saying here, here, Q8-3. Oh, you're right, yeah. Oh, yeah, my bad, you're right. Because I go there, rook over, Q8-3. Huh. I completely missed that one. But yeah, and then here. Good find, great find. Go to the next game here, next puzzle here. The knight's going to slide here to C5. Alright. You could capture. Oh, I think it's just up because the knight's trapped. I just don't know if that... I don't want to say it's that simple anymore. Because I've had a few where I'm like, well, it's simple. I think this is just up, though. Let's trust the instinct. Yeah, I think this is just up. Then you just take. And then take here. I'll do this next one. They're going to slide over. There's a sacrifice. There has to be a sacrifice. That is very obvious to start this off. There has to be some type of sack. It's what is getting sacrificed is the question. And how exactly. If you take. We're going to scratch that. Doesn't make that much sense. You could take. Same idea. Just doesn't make sense. The knight sliding down. There's no square to get to. This is guarded. But there has to be some sack. Unless it's just rook up, rook over. But I also imagine that can't be it. I guess why not, though? I guess if you just go rook up. My problem is they could just go like up here and then over. And then take and then check. And then up and then check. And then here, take. Here, down. I think they can escape there. That's the issue. What's going on, Fortnite? Can we play a game? So, I usually do tournaments. If you want to play in a tournament, let me know in chat. I don't think we've had quite enough interest just yet, but if you did want to join in, we are doing a puzzle rush since that got canceled, and it's been pretty fun. So we're just going through some puzzles right now. I do still intend to have some type of tournament today. If we have any interest for it, I'll do that. But yeah, we're waiting. Q8-3, wait. Q8-3 I'm seeing. Oh, maybe that's from the last game you guys are talking about. Oh, no, but Liza, I think you mean this game. Q8-3. I need that one explained to me. Because if you go there, how's it mate? Another subscriber, 718. I don't see anything here. So I'm definitely... It lets you sack, take. Okay, so let's say here... Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. I see your points. Yeah, because then you could still just take. And then move the knight. Yeah, you're right. And then capture this way. Very good eye. Chess has been nice to you. Chess has definitely been nice to you. Doesn't matter what the rating's saying. Clearly, you have an eye. But they push their pawn forward, so you gotta watch out for e5. If you capture, queen down doesn't do anything. Queen over. I'm not sure how I'd win material. Queen check. The queen obviously goes over. That's the first move. So that's why that one is not making too much sense for me. Oh, is it take, and then queen there? That might be it. Yeah, and then queen here. And then you'd win the bishop if the queen moves. So now you're going to take with check. All right, cool. Go to the next one. The rook slides over. I think it's just knight here. Because knight here, the king can escape. It can't escape if you go here. They have to go back, and that's checkmate. Yeah, I think it's just this. And then this is mate. Almost. Wait. Here, king up. Check. King go. This is the... I think this is the idea. They say 1900 is not a bad thing, man. It's not a bad thing at all. I think it is here. What time control is 19? Are you stuck at 1900? My problem with QE8 is that they go king up. How do you get checkmate? Oh, no way. I think it's queen c6 after. Is it queen c6 after? Oh, but then they can go rook here. So that wouldn't work. Check up. That doesn't work. Check. That's the same thing. That doesn't work. Rook. Take. They can't take. Over. Down. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Sack the rook. Okay, Yusuf. I see. Okay, it is rook xb6. I see a lot of rook xb6 here. All right, so let's see if you guys take. Yeah, I think you're right. Because they went there with checkmate as well. You guys got some eyes, man. I don't know. I'm not seeing that one. They have their rook up here. Appreciate new subscriber, bro. We're at 719. We're at 719. Much appreciated for all the love there on YouTube. The rook slides up. Okay. I think it's just rook over. Because here, take, here, down, over. But they can repetition, so it has to be check, right? Because they can just go back. Oh, no, yeah, it is this. I'm right. It's here, but it's not take. It's just you go king. And then they go take. And they can't slide over. Wow, that's crazy. I think that does work. Because rook c1, if they try to check me, king h4, they check again, take, check, up. But they can never go queen over because the pawn. I think this is it, yeah. But you can't take it or it's repetition. Then you have to go king back. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's a pretty fun puzzle. Go to this next one. The bishop slides. I'm not too good. What's going on, Rav? Let's see. The viewer battle. Oh my God, yes. Rav, yes, thank you. I forgot. So, quick intermission. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, here is... Hold on, I need to pull this up real quick. Me and Rob Master Chess, another streamer there in chat. He just typed in chat, so that's him. Check his page out as well. We're going to have a viewer battle. Let me give the link if you want to play for either of our teams. Optional, obviously, but I'm just going to put it in chat if you are interested in doing so. It's going to be this Saturday, but it's also going to have all the information there in the, like it's in the document. So let's go back here. I'm about to put it here now. So here it is in the chat. That's a long link, but let me know if that works for you. Let's go back to this puzzle. I'm not too good with these bishop things. I think king over, or is king over or king down? Only one of these works, obviously. If you go here, here, I feel like it has to be king over. I think you need another pawn, because if you just go here, they can just go bishop down. Yeah, I think it is. No, it was the other way. I said I'm not the best at those. I know my weaknesses. You could take here on d7. It was funny. I do it in an actual game. You go be 720. Yo, appreciate the support there on YouTube. Yeah, I was told they can't. I'm not gonna let them play in the tournament. I said it the other day, just like off the top of my head. But 2 banned accounts, I can't. Like, that's not fair, honestly, to have them play for my team. They're going to take here on d7. They can slide over. I'm not sure. But yo, 720 is crazy, man. Appreciate the love. And a unique... It does make sense now. Man, it's tough. QXG2. Well, I feel like I'm getting taught here. QXG2 by a few different people. So if you take there, let's see. Here, I'm not seeing the follow-up. I'm going to need this explained to me. Because if you go over, is it check? Is what you're saying? Do you take over bishop down here? Yeah, two bands is crazy. Two is too much. H5 after? Okay, let's see it. So QXG2. But with H5 after, couldn't they go rook over? So that's why I'm like, I think it's... Man, I'm sick. This is a horrible... Not the best feeling. But I think... Oh, it can't be there. Oh, no, it is. Well, maybe not, it's not. But if you go here, they can't take because of bishop here. You have the pin. So that would work. I think it is... Or is it just here immediately? That actually might be it. Because then you could go queen there. Yeah, why do I have to go g5? That's kind of a waste. Yeah, that's a waste. This is the same... I literally walked myself... I said go bishop e7 after. I just do that now. Can't I? Or what's the difference? If you go here... Now versus here up. Take... Oh, the difference is... If you do this first... They'll take... You go here. They can get their rook over. That's why you have to go here first, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's go to this next one. The viewers' tourneys. We actually didn't have one. So the first one... I was the only one who signed up for it. So I was like, let's go. Let's try something different. And we were just talking about that too, Rob. Yeah. I was like, let's try something different. I was doing puzzle battles. Like, let's look at the other puzzle stuff. I saw Puzzle Rush. And people have been quite enjoying it. So I haven't done a tournament just yet. I still intend to do one at some point. But whenever I ask, it seems like this is definitely preferred right now. But let's see. The king slides up. Bishop here, check. And then this is just free. Because they can go over, I guess. But then take here. Here. It has to be bishop g4. Because then they move the knight, that's free. I'll figure out the rest later. This is definitely the first move. If you take, king takes. Knight here, rook over. Oh yeah, that's definitely just it. Yeah, and then here. Okay, because the rook slides over, you still get a piece and a rook for that. Bet, Rob. I think by that time, hopefully we will have one going on, hopefully. But the queen's going to slide forward. We'll see, though, we'll see. Because we didn't have enough interest the second time either, I don't think. But the queen slides forward. We go knight back here to f5, attacking and attacking. Don't know if that's quite it, though. Yeah, I see the fork. With knight f5, I'm worried about what if they go here. You would take, queen takes, king h7. That's my only thing with it. No. This has to be the move, though. Because it does force rook down or a queen move. So it is, no, it literally forces rook e8. So we can go with this line. This is a forcing move. It forces rook e8. You would take up. But there's no, like, how do you win? They could just go queen back at the end. So I don't think it's that. No check works. Is there a pin? I don't think there's a pin. Because you go knight down. I think it has... This is the only forcing move. Nothing else is forcing. I think you have... Just because of that, I think this is the first move. You're saying... Don't capture the rook. Really? So you're saying go here. Here. Oh, I get it. Because then you take the knight at the end. Ah, what an eye. Yeah, because then you take... Wait. Hold on. There's definitely a way this wins that I saw. Is it because you're saying you take, and then now it's winning? my elo over the board or in person, or that's the same thing. Over the board or online. The queen back. You found the first right move though. You go knight g3, attack queen online. I'm 2070-ish rapid and blitz and 2300 bullet online. You could take, no, I don't think that's it. Knight down here attacking. I think it's knight here. Because, yeah, I think it has to be knight. Because you need the queens to be attacking the knight. So that this is what's hanging at the end. So it has, I think it's here, yeah. Then you take the rook, then you take the knight. I believe. Right? Because you would take, yeah. Alright, let's go to the next one. This has to be simple. But I said that last time, so we'll see. I think you just go rook here, though. Because they go rook over. Then you could just take. I guess they have a check, though. I'm not sure. Oh, is it? It's just rook. No, it's not rook down, because they go king up. This one's a bit of a conundrum. If you take here, well, it's definitely not take, because they have rook f6. So you can't do that. That's pretty obvious. You can't move this pawn. It's a rook move. If you go rook down, they go king up. King up. It's still threatening mate, so they'd have to go king back. A lovely word. Thank you, thank you. I like an extensive vocabulary. Tickles the brain for me. We go rook here to d1 though. I don't think that works. Here, I think you have to go rook d1. Because nothing else makes sense. Yeah, you can't stay on this file. Alright, let's see. Do I trust the gut? I think so. Because you can't take. I think it's rook. Oh. I guess not. Rook d2. Ah, okay. I was close. Someone said rook d2. Alright, we only have one more strike. Okay, the king slides over. I'm seeing a lot of nothing here. You could go knight check, take. No. Queen here. I'm looking for all the sacrifices. That doesn't do anything. Take. I'm not seeing anything. If you go up, that doesn't work. You could take, that doesn't work. Knight here, over. I don't see this at all. Read the chat. Rook d2, king h3, f xg3. Oh, they have to go king back, then you go rook h2. Ah, I see. Yeah, I missed that one. I imagine, well, it can't be this. There's a sacrifice. You're saying sack the rook. Sack the rook. So if I sack it, you're saying check. I would assume take queen here. But if they just go queen back up here, though, it's got to be some sacrifice because you're down material, aren't you? Yeah, you're down a pawn, so you can't just play it even. But with rook d1, couldn't they also just take with the king though? Because knight to a2 doesn't work. You can't take the knight. Because the one thing is their knight is cutting off their rook. So right now you have a slight advantage, it feels like. But your knight's also hanging. Queen check, then push the rook to attack. Queen check, then push rook to attack. Queen check. Oh, you're saying here? King over, rook down. But what if they just go down? Oh, then you take there. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I think that is right. Because here, check. King over, rook d2. They can't take it, they have to go back. You go here, gonna win that rook, they move it. But what if they go knight d2 though? Right, because if you go here, and they go over, you go rook down, queen down. Can they just go knight d2, then this is still hanging? I think. Watching chat. I mean, I just see it, to be honest. I don't really know. First time doing it, but I thought it'd be worse to not interact. When you go queen here, though. Attacking. I don't know. With queen here, slide over. I don't know if rook down. So what was the other suggestion? G5. So you're saying QG5. I see a few QG5s. Take the bishop? I don't think it's take the bishop. I think you just lose. Take. You can't check. That doesn't work there. Let's see. You're a chess master. Really? That's pretty impressive. Cash App if you lose. I don't have Cash App, unfortunately. I think it is QG5. I just don't see the rest. Let's see. The only thing is Rook here. I'm not seeing how that works. Like, that's the only thing. I don't see how that works. Because... I don't see. If they go king, queen down, do you just take? Because you can't take because of knight d2. Then you're cutting off that. And then this is still hanging. It's gotta work. Horse check. Okay, the knight can't check right now. Bishop. I think it's rook d2. I just can't see the follow-up. Because I don't think that makes sense. Nothing else is forcing. Like, it has to be there. The queen can't slide down. Yeah, because even if you try to get the checkmate, like here, take, they could just take the knight. So check, take, they just get out the way. So that's be rook d2. So I think go queen back to e1. It must, what is the, man, this is kind of cool. It's kind of fun trying to figure this out. And Wayne, appreciate those likes there on TikTok. Oh, is it queen captures g2? It might be qx. Oh, no, they can just take. No, yeah, but it is that. Because you go here, qx g2, they take, there's checkmate, right? I think it is qx g2. Oh, someone, okay, I think it is that. Because take down, and they take the knight, you take rook. Yeah, I think that's it, yeah. Alright, go to the next one. The rook slides forward here. You could take, the king slides back, capture, king, oh no, the queen's under, hold on, the queen's attacking. Didn't see that. So you take, king back, take, king corner. You couldn't slide queen back because of that. This has to be the first move though. I think you have to take on f5. But if they go here, do you go queen? Yeah, they just go back. I think this is still the first move though. Now it's where it gets confusing. Do you sack the rook? Because then if they take, check, here, checkmate. But they don't have to do that though. You could take, check. I think that is it. Yeah, I think that is it. Because you take here. I don't know, but I guess if you go here, they could go here. They don't have to accept the sacrifice. Is the only thing. With the rook down, they can go king out the way. Because you take with check. And they have to take or it's checkmate. So they take back. You go down. But then at that point, it's like, this is the same thing. Why don't you just take there first? If you're just going to go that anyways. Yeah, this is the same thing. Like, if you go here, it's the same thing as saying that. Because if they can just go in the corner. But there's a difference, though. There has to be a difference. If you take, they can only go king here. That's the only move. So that's forcing, and that's why I'm leaning towards that. Forcing moves in puzzles generally are it. They go king in the corner. You can't check, though, because of this. So let's assume it's this in here. You would sacrifice. But they could then just take that way, though, with the bishop. And there's no follow-up after you take. So that, no, that's not it. That doesn't make QH5. But isn't it here, queen, king down? Isn't that also okay? After king, G8. I am not sure about this one. It has to be this. Because it's the only thing that forces. And like here, I think the problem is there, right? And then you can't take, there's no mate with the bishop, with the king on the file. My intuition is saying it's like rook e7. But I don't know if I should trust it. You said rook c7. What's the follow? Because rook c7, let's say king g8. Rook e5 t7, that's my gut. That's my gut feeling. Then you take the pawn. Really? Because here, you're saying take this pawn? Like, wouldn't they just... Rook captures bishop. Rook captures bishop. Okay, if you take here, check, down, check, up. Make. Wait, Jessica, you're saying make q at h7 check. So rook x f6, q h h7. Oh, yes, Eliza, you're correct. Yes, it is this. I see. There, and then you're saying take this immediately. I was looking at qh5, but it's you take here with mate. Ah, that's cool. Okay, and then you go here. Wow, now I found that one. All right, this one, end games. It's not the best. If we go up, take. Oh no, I think it is just up. You go up. Oh, they can capture with check though, but I think that's even fine, because we go here, they take with check, you take. If they take, you go king over, and you have that passer. I think it is just up. Oh wait. You're saying take this. You're saying take first and then you take it. So if you take, then I push, take. So then here, up, push. Oh, then you just promote. Yeah, okay. And then here. And then king up. All right, go to the next one. The king slides down. Bishop check. Almost works, but they have a block. They could block on that square. They have 3 pieces guarding it. So I don't know if that's it though. You check, the knight slides. Take here. Yeah, your king can't move is the problem. Right now your queen is cutting this off. Appreciate the other sub. They were at 721 on YouTube. I feel like it is bishop c5. Because rook, I feel like the rook could go there after, couldn't it? Because you go bishop here to c5 check. They slide something back. They slide one of these 2 things back. Right? Because it's checkmate otherwise. So they have to block. And then you go rook in, check. I guess they just go up. And then because you take, then they'd have to take with the other. And then you take that. Whatever. I think that's correct. I'm just going to try. I think it's bishop c5. And then rook d2. Another subscriber at 722 there. Closing in on 725. Much appreciated. I think it is rook d2 though. And it popped up on the screen finally. Finally it popped up. I think it's rook d2. Because then if they take, you're attacking their rook. If their rook goes up, I guess how do you win that though? After rook d2. I think you mean d2. So we go rook here, rook d2, rook e2. I think you can just take the knight, because they'll have to take, they can't take with the rook there. You know what I mean? So then if they can't take with the rook there, I think that is it. Pretty the donation there, Scalar, or Skylar. Rook f8. I think rook f8 runs into, oh, they can't move their knight. Oh, yeah. Huh. I was going to say here, knight here, but it's a pin. So if you go rook over, rook down, check. King up, check. Oh, that actually might be it. Rook here to f8. Rook check. King up. Check. Take. Check. Or this check. Back. Check. Over. Check. Over. Check. Oh, oops. Got in the source code. Yeah, I think it is rook f8. I don't know. But rook d2, I guess one thing, I still feel rook d2. Because they go rook d2, take. I feel like I see it, I just can't explain it. If rook slides over, only thing I can't explain with this move order. Because if they just go rook after. Because if you go rook d2, rook x d2, cx d2, attacking their rook. They could go rook forward. It is one of those 2 moves. I'm not sure which one to go. Wins the knight or bishop. It does win knight or bishop. Another subscriber as well, 723 there. Alright, what do we do? Alright, I guess I'll trust. It seems like rook f8 is tight more in the chat. I guess we'll trust. I do tactics. Yeah, usually not on stream. This is one of the first times I've done it for, for this long, to be honest. I usually don't do it here. I usually do tournaments. Take. I think his rook. Give check with the bishop and then with the queen. The bishop then queen. I'm not seeing that one. Here. I think it is rook f8. Yeah, because my idea, I want it to work. I just don't have a move after rook d1 is the only thing. So I think it is rook f8. Yeah. And then you take here. I believe. Yeah. All right. Next one. If you take, that's like a gimme. So I don't know if that's it. You go here, king up. You go back here, check. I think it has to be here first, though. Because you give a check, king forward, knight f5, check. But if you check, yeah, I think this is the first move. Okay, and then you go knight here. Is that the move? That doesn't feel right. Because if you go here, then you're cutting your queen off. I wonder, can you sack the knight? Well, this check is useless, though. And you can't slide to this square. Obviously, because the queen can get there, but also because they're guarding it. So I'm thinking it has to be knight f5. Another subscriber, Pablo and Chromie, appreciate the follow there on TikTok. Closing in on 725 there on YouTube. But yeah, I do think knight f5 should work. I think it should work. I don't know. I feel like it has to be. It's rook d2. Oh, maybe you meant the last one. What rating puzzle is this? This one is around 3,000, I think. Because the last one was 2982. And it's going up higher than increments of 18. I think it is knight f5. I just don't see the follow. Because you can't go... Do I go for it? I think I'll go for it. But what if they go king up? If you go knight f5, king here. But there's no other move. That's the only thing. There's no other move. If you check, they just push. Then over. That's the same thing. It's the same thing, I think. Knight x. You mean knight here? I just don't think there is... Like, my queen... I guess they don't have to respond, you know? Like, they could just go queen here. Because there's no checkmate still. I think it has to be check. Oh. Maybe you were right. That's tough. Oh, I guess they can't take it. Alright, so we got that one wrong. Got 55. Oh, I didn't really get 55. I got, like, 50. A few of those, I definitely got hope through. But... do we want to do a tournament or another one of these? Because I'm honestly flexible. If we're feeling we want to do this instead, I'm not opposed. Just let me know what we're feeling in chat. If you'd rather do a tournament, I don't know. If it's your first time seeing me, you probably don't have a preference. This is probably the only thing you've seen me do. But I usually do tournaments. So if you've seen me before and you have a preference, let me know. But yeah, type in chat which you would prefer. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, Yusuf. I think that's the thing. It's like a 20-second delay. So I just saw it. I was right there. Let's put this one in the now. I'm curious. Let's go to this one. And I can put to the analysis board now. A vote for tactics again. Oh, no, let's see. It is, yeah. So whoever said knight f2, you're correct. F7. Is it because you can't take? I think that's why you're right. And it's because it's Kier? Yeah, okay. That's tough, that's tough. That one was incorrect, and someone did call it there. I gotta shout them out. I forgot who said it, but someone did say that before I played there. I think it was Spencer, yeah. Yeah, so I knew they couldn't take, but I was like, I didn't know if they could go queen there. I didn't see the mate, but apparently, I imagine it's just after queen moves, you move the knight out the way. That's what I think that I overestimated. But yeah, does anyone want to... I see a vote for tactics. Do we have a vote for a tournament of any kind? Or do we want to keep going tactics? I see Scalar's opinion. Any other opinions there before we pick the next thing to do? Because we did just lose that one. Again, no preference. I just want to make sure I get an accurate representation. All right, 2 votes for tactics. I guess we can vote like we do for the tournament. I'll say another like minute or so. Based off what we see in the chat, we can go for that. I don't want to just put out there. I don't do this all the time, so I don't want to disappoint you if you come in again. I do usually do tournaments, but I'm cool. Tactics, okay. I only votes I'm saying are for tactics, so we'll keep going with that. I don't see any other votes. I guess I'll wait a little bit more. Like I guess 18 or so seconds. Like at hour 40, we'll just go to the next thing. 4 for tactics. Okay. So I think tactics is probably what it's going to be then, because I'm not seeing anything else yet. No messages besides tactics. All right, let's go to the next one then. All right, let's see. 3, 2, 1. I have... This is you just push the pawn. All right, the next one. The queen's going to slide here. Next one, rook down, checkmate. Checkmate here. Checkmate here. 5 for tactics. I just saw your vote there, Mr. Biswas. Checkmate here on G2. You are not. Check. We're going to go check here on D6. All right, we're going to go... I think it's knight here, yeah. Checkmate here, that one's kind of easy. Checkmate here on G2. I think it's... Is it queen here? I think it's queen there. I think so. You go queen here. But if they go rook up, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. Queen down. Oh, yeah, it still works, yeah. Because then you just go pawn forward after. All right, next. I think you just go check and rook over. All right, 13 for 13. They push. This is actually just checkmate. Here on A5. Check. Take, bishop, take. Yeah, you're up a rook. All right. White pieces. This is actually just made in one. All right, next turn. I think it's double. Oh, this is kind of cool. And then you take, and then you sack the queen there on C at the end. I believe you go push A4, A5. Up, pawn push, and yeah, they get a queen here. And then you just go queen down, I believe. Right? Yeah. Take, and then take. All right, we're at the first 20. Pretty simple. I think you check, because they don't have an actual check, so you can actually set this up. I think you go here and then just queen up, because they can't check you on the next turn. So you just have mate in one on the next turn here. Yeah, as you can see. Checkmate there on G7. Check. And then rook G6, and then rook down here. All right, 22 for 22. The rook's just going to capture here for checkmate. This next puzzle, this is where it starts to get a little more complicated. The rook slides over, and we appreciate the likes there on TikTok. We hit 2,000 there. If we have our knight slide in, capture, but they don't have to take. So we go knight in, queen over. I don't know if that works correctly. I think that has to be it though. I must be missing the rest, because nothing else forces anything. If you go here, queen, take, queen up. I think it is knight d5. I'm just missing what happens after queen over. Knight d5, queen over. Knight captures, pawn captures. I think this is the move. Yeah. I'm not... See, that's the thing. I see why this works. I'm not sure why I couldn't have went queen over, though. But I did find the correct move. Alright, the queen slides out... King slides out the way. I think this is just a mate in 3. I think it's check, and then knight here, and then queen here. Alright, 25. Mate in 3. Sack, queen, and then rook's going to take, because the rook guards the king from moving. Alright, you could go queen down. King over. Take. I'm not really sure. If you go here, check. Because you can't take this, they'll take with check and take your queen. So I think you have to go here. It's just about finding the next move, yeah. You have to go there. Now I think you take the queen and then you go QF2. I think it's this, and then here, and then QF2, right? Alright, let's go to the next one. We have the white pieces here. This is actually pretty easy, I think. I think you just go here and then H1 mate. Oh no, what am I talking about? No, this is the wrong side of the board. Okay. Oh, it's the same thing though. It's just check and then queen down. Or not the same thing, but it's the same idea. Alright, next. We're at 28 here. There's a discovery on this diagonal. So if you go queen down, that has to be the first move. Oh, is it queen down, knight down? That could be it. Because then they can't really stop anything. Oh, but then they go bishop back if you go queen there. It's a good... Yeah, if you go here, bishop back. But that, I feel like it's definitely what the deal with this diagonal. Just have to find which combination works. I feel queen f3. I just don't like bishop e2 stops it. So I'm thinking that's probably not it. So let's reformat. Queen here. Also, I'm thinking it's not it. So we're going to scratch both of those out. There's no sacrifice here. I do think it's this, and I'm just not seeing it. Because if you take, no, that's just not working. I don't know. Here. There's no discovery. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, my God, I see it. Is it because you go here? They go back. You have knight here. They take. Oh, no, it doesn't work. I was going to say there's a checkmate with the bishop and knight. It almost works, but it's not quite there. Because here, they go bishop there. You go here, take. I want to say check, but then you go king up. But there is almost a checkmate. Like, if your knight was here and your bishop's there, that's mate. But that's not it. I wonder if they have to do something with the knight, though. I feel like the knight definitely is. You got it? Okay, let me see if I can get it. And appreciate some new subscribers as well. We're at 726. But you said you got it. All right, let me see. It's not QF3. Because QF3 runs into... Oh, no, I'm right. No, I am right. Yeah, it is this. It's here because they go here. You could sack your queen. They have to go. You take... It is that. Okay, I knew I was looking at that correct. Yeah. I wish I could show why that works, because it doesn't actually go to that line, but that's why you could go there. Because you could sack the queen on g2, and then double check with the knight, and then go knight h3. I know it was something like that. Alright, let's go to this next one. The rook slides down. Queen, check. Another sub, we're at 727 there. Yeah, q check here. Attack the king, they slide up. Sack. Take, checkmate. I think that's it. Because then if you go here, up, wait. If you go here, up, knight, they don't sack here. Queen over. Oh, and they go up, checkmate. Yeah, I think it's mate regardless. And then here. Alright, it was mate the other way. It was just more moves to get it. They offer the queen exchange. I don't think I should do that, because I will lose the game. As I would not have a way to mate anymore. The queen could slide down. Oh, yeah, it is just queen down. Because there's a fork wherever they go. Yeah. Alright, we got that one. That was pretty simple. Alright, next one. This is also pretty simple. I think it's just queen here. Yeah. Alright, next up. I think it's bishop here. Check. Yeah. And you take here. Alright, next up. Knight slides back. Queen over check. Queen up. Do you go here first? I think you might go here first. Bishop here to g5. So they have to go take. Yeah. Because if you just if you just go here, they go queen up. But if you go bishop g5 first, attacking the queen, they go up, you take. But then if you go here, they move queen out the way, then you check, you're gonna get... There's no mate. I think it is bishop g5, though. I think that has to be the first move, because the queen over doesn't work. Process of elimination. Like, finding a puzzle like that always feels cheap, because, like, I don't see it. But I know it can't be the other. Like, the other move just doesn't work, so you have to play that move. But that's not really in the spirit of puzzle solving. But I just knew the other thing doesn't make sense. So you could take the queen. That's hanging, though. So let's think this through. Capture, capture. No, that's clearly not it. Take, take. That's also not it. Because there's no checkmate. So that can't be the way to do it. Bishop e6. Bishop e6. Oh, really? But if they go up, can that not just go back? I feel like I'm missing this. Everyone's saying that. Everyone's saying bishop e6. Wow, okay. So it must be bishop e6. I want to make sure I see it first. So you take. You're saying the queen has to take, is what I'm guessing you're saying. Take. Bishop e6, q e6, rook g7. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Okay, I see. Yeah, because then they take you in the queen. Ah, I don't know if I would have found that quick. Queen's going to slide down. That's just mate in one. Next one, I think it's just rook down and then queen down, knight down. The question is it take here? But I think it's take here, and then you take here. I'm not sure how you get checkmate, but that's the way to solve the puzzle. All right, it has to be this. They go here, you just go bishop here. Yeah, take, and then here. And then I think you go up so they can't sack, right? Oh, no, like, oh, no, because then this queen take. No, this is definitely better. Yeah, and you take the queen. All right, go to the next one. The knight slides in. Pawn forward, maybe? I think pawn forward, attacking here with e6. You want to cut off connection to the knight. So you attack the queen. I think that's it. Because they can't take with the queen, and you can't take this with check. I think it's just e6, yeah, and you take the knight. And you also have the fork. I think you fork, and then you could take, and then they take. But then they have check. Yeah, I think you just take the queen, yeah. All right, let's the next one. The bishop's going to slide. I feel like it's just knight here, right? It would have to be just knight there. Because knight here runs into that issue. If you go here, queen takes, take. Yeah, I think it is just that. And then take, and then take. And you're up that exchange. All right, the next one. The queen's going to slide back. There has to be checkmate, I would guess. You can't go here immediately. You sack. No, that doesn't work. Queen down, check. They can only go here. You could take, check. Oh, I think I do see it. I think it's queen down here, check, take. Wait, no. Here, take. Ah, I keep doing it wrong. Here, captures, up, down. And you need to get your rook involved at some point. I'm pretty sure it is that. Right here. Okay. And then I think it's here. Let's double check though. Bishop captures d3, bishop x d3, qx d3, qe2, queen b1, queen over, check, queen down. There's no mate. That's the only thing. I think you have to take the pawn though. Take the queen. QXQ, rook e8. I think the problem is here, rook e8. They can move king here before you can get f5 in, if that's what you're looking at. That's the only reason I'm thinking it might not be that one. But the idea, I feel like it's something like that. Because my idea also doesn't have an in, so I'm not confident in bishop captures d3. Because then after take here. How do you force anything? Like, I guess how would I force anything? Like, I can't really. I think you have to take the pawn. I think you have to. Hear you out? Okay, let's see. Let's hear you out. What you got? I feel like it's this. This is my guess. If I were to play it, but I'm curious what your hear me out is. Let's see. QE8 after. QE8 after? Wait, you're saying here? Take, QE8, QE1 after. You're saying here, take, here, QE1? Bishop x d3, bishop x d3, qx d3, QE2, QB1. Oh, I missed everything but rook b8. Yeah, you're right. I knew I had to. Yeah, I knew it was that. Yeah, I knew it was everything but rook b8. But yeah, I don't know how I didn't see that. But yeah, now you can slide down. I was like, I knew it had some. I knew you had to take the pawn. I just didn't see the rest of it. Man, Spencer, what's your rating? What is your rating? You're getting a lot of them. All right, but we're waiting for this next game here. Let's see. Why didn't they try to trade again? Why didn't they try and trade? Because if you trade, it's the same thing, I think. I think you could still just go, you could just slide 1800 blitz. Ah, okay, okay. The rook slides down. My first instinct is just rook over. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. I think it has to be rook over, yeah. Take. And then you could go bishop here for the pin. Alright, do the next one. I think this is just queen captures. Because queen captures, rook captures, king over, you take the queen for free. But then if you take, king moves, you take it for free. Yeah, I think you just take here. And then take, and then take. Alright, there's the next one. They capture. Oh, I get it. Because they can't get out the way. Yeah, you can just take this first. Because you can still go rook c8. So you go rook c8, now they go rook down. Yeah, you can just take first. And you can still get that in. Because there's checkmate. So you have to get out of the checkmate and get out of the queen getting lost there. Alright, go to the next one, though. The king slides down here. I think you just check first. Well, you would need... Oh, wait. I think you sack your rook. Yeah, and you promote to a queen. There we go. So you got this next one. The king slides here. I think rook f7, king down. But that's not checkmate. You can't move your bishop there. Because of that. It has to be rook down. Because they could only go rook g8. And then you could go... I'm not sure, though. I think it is rook f7. My only problem is rook f7, rook f2. You win the queen, but that's not really enough. Because you're already down. Like, you're down a queen and a rook. So you have to get checkmate. So I think it is there. Let's go on Batix from Russia, 4:30. Man, you're watching me at 4:30. Appreciate it, man. Glad you're tuning in. I've learned I have a lot of around the world tune inners. So appreciate you guys tuning in from everywhere. I think the rook can slide here to f7, though. I feel like it has to be that. Because nothing else is for it. It has to be check. The rest, I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure about the rest. You can't go down. That sack doesn't work. It almost works. There's a checkmate. I can see the outlines of a checkmate. But I don't, though. I see it and I don't. You go rook down. They can go back up. I think that's the issue. Rook d7. You win all this. I don't know, though, because it has to be checkmate. Like, you're down so much material. I imagine it has to be mate. I think it's like here and then bishop down. Oh, it's... Wait. Hold on. Is it here? Check. Oh, I see it. It's here and then knight captures. Yeah, I think it's here. Oh, no. That was definitely the idea. It was definitely rook there and then knight down. I think I picked the right square, the wrong square, though. I think that was the right idea. But I picked the wrong square. I wish I could... Will this end it if I go look at that? Will it... For those who play this, will it end it if I click on the other one? I want to see that one. Because I think I had the right idea. But it was just the wrong square. I think I just slide over another square. I don't want to ruin it, though. So I'm not going to go back. I don't know if that'll take me out. I'll look at that at the end. But the king slides here. Queen down. They move. Well, they could go there. I guess you could go here. Check. They move here. Check. I think it has to be QA7. Yeah, and then here, because if they move the rook, you have rook g8, rook g1, queen down. I think so. Yeah. And then rook here to d4. Is that it? I think it... Is it rook d4 or qb8? I guess qb8 runs into this. Oh, but you'd want that, because then you could go here, and that's checkmate. So if you go QB8, king up, check, king. Oh, wait. I'm trying to think. I'm from the United States. You cannot see that. I can see it doesn't stop. Are you saying it does or it doesn't, Skylar? Because you're saying you cannot see it, but you can see it doesn't stop the challenge. Are you saying... So you're saying it doesn't stop it? I guess it probably doesn't, because I did that one. It doesn't? Okay. I want to see that. I want to see how that worked. Analysis. Okay. So here... I had the right thing. I went to the wrong square, though. I knew it was this. Yeah, that's the idea. But I picked the wrong square, unfortunately. Alright, let's go back to this one. Alright, rook d4. Is rook d4 or queen b8? My first thought was rook d4. Now looking at qb8, I still feel like it's rook d4, though. Because rook d4, they can only really go king c8. But how do you win it, though? I guess after there, king c8. That's actually putting me towards qb8. Because now if you go rook d4, they can go king c8. And it looks great. But, like, you can't really do anything else, I feel like. Yeah, I think it is qb8, yeah. Because rook d4, there's no follow-up. I think then it's rook down. Okay, and then you take here. Alright, go to the next one. I think I see this one. I think it's queen down, king up, bishop here. I think those are the first couple moves. I would guess. I think so. I think it's QE8, king G7, bishop E5, pawn up, check, over, check, up. But no, that doesn't win. I feel like that's the first move, though. I'm going to go this is the first move. Alright, now the rest is where it gets fun. Is it queen here, forcing there, slide over, here, over, here. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so here. But that just, I don't see how that wins the game. I go QB8, threatening the win for the knight. Oh, yeah, that's low. Oh, I keep forgetting it's a... Oh, wait, is it here? I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's there. They go up. Because I think I've done this before. I think it's bishop f8. They go king up. What's the follow, though? And then queen over. No, wait. Here, up, here. Yeah, I've done this puzzle before. That's cheating, man. I want to see puzzles I haven't seen before. I don't want to see ones I already know the answer to. We can slide here. Let's see. Take. No, that doesn't work. Take here. Take. No, that doesn't work. QE7. That's kind of fun. I'm seeing it after. Another delay. Like, I'm seeing these after I saw it. Yeah, it is QE7. Or after you go bishop f8. But the queen slid back. Q captures rook. Q. I'm trying to see if any sack works. Does this sack work? No. Knight in attacking. I have no idea. 90. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like 95 because then they have to go here to guard the rook still. But, like, how do I make that a win, though? Like, I know, like, if you go here, they have to go here, or else they'll lose their rook, right? So that part I get. But if you go here, here, how do you force, like, an issue? Could you slide up? That doesn't make sense. They just go back. So I don't know if it's there. Is it? No, that doesn't make sense. And then G4 after. Ah, I see. So you're saying here, here, and then here, take, and then take. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. They can do it this way, is the counter. But this is fine, right? Because you take queen. They can take with check. Oh, wait. Let me think that through. Oh, I think you just take this with check. And then take it. Yeah, I think you just take this. And then you take. Okay. And then boom. If you do it the other way, it's actually equal material. I see why it's a high rated puzzle. Not too many ways to survive that one. But I think you could go try bishop here. Your queen's under attack though. I would say here. This feels... Well, I think you have to take the knight though. Because you take this. You don't take this. Your queen moves. They just take the bishop. If you go here, that can't be like a puzzle idea though. So you have to take the knight. I just don't see the follow. You have to take... Really? See, like, why? I don't get that. Like, I see the moves. I don't see why that worked though. But the queen slides down. QX, E3, FX, E3. I think you just take here though. No, you just take over, down, down. Oh, but then that's... Oh yeah, it is just this. And then you go here. And then this is super weak, which is why I have to go back this way. And you're going to take this. And then knight down. No! No! Oh my god. One move short. What's going on, Rob? We have an attorney. Let's see. After this one, do we have enough interest for a viewer tournament today? I know Rob Master 09 is down. We need 2 more people for that to be able to be what happens. So if you're interested in it, please type in chat so I can get an idea of that. I would say last time it was by far team a team, what do you call that? Team tactics. I think king d3, because if they push, you can push, and they push, you go bishop there. I think that's it. And you can't take, you can go up and then bishop here, and then you take. All right, go to the next one. The king slides over. I think queen e3, check. King h3. No, but queen e3, queen. King g6. Queen e4, king up. Oh, I think that's literally it. Because I think here, they go there, up, here, check, over, checkmate. So they can't go back. So you go here, they have to go up. So you go check, they go back. Check. Wait, I think that is it. Here, they have to go here or they'll lose. Here, they have to go back. You go f4. They'll go up. You'll go f5. What if they go over though? Because then that wouldn't work because rook slides up. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Bet YB, bet. Normal peeps. I'm not sure. 100 people on YouTube? Really? It's 100 people on YouTube? No way. 100? Nah, that's crazy. I'm not sure, Rob. I'm not sure. Another sub though, 728. It didn't seem like it at first, Rob. It is apparently. It is popping. I think sack for sure. I sack? What do I sack? You're saying sack rook here? Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. You're saying rook e5, aren't you? Because king here, check. Over, check. I believe that's what you're saying. I believe you're correct. I believe you're correct. I think it is this. All right, that's right. All right, you're cooking. You're going to take here. Check here first, and then checkmate. Or the next one. I don't know. Man, these are quite difficult. Another sub there was 728. Almost a 730 there on YouTube, which is crazy. Dude, that's so crazy, man. That's so crazy. The queen's here on f6. If you go here attacking... Dude, I need this medicine to work. But we can go here attacking the queen. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I think it's here. I think you just go here. Rook captures. King over. Rook down. King up. Because you can't take that, right? They can't. You can just take because it's a pin. Okay, that's right. All right, next one is... Now, what's the follow? If you give a check, they move their king. Oh, I see it. I feel very happy about this one. Is here, bishop a3. They go... I don't know. Like, if they go here... Oh, wait, no. I think it's here and then bishop a3. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. It's rook first. Because we go bishop a3, king up here. But no, they could go king over. That's the problem. Yeah. I think it's rook here first. And then you go here now. I think. Because if they push the pawn, you can go rook. Yeah. And you can go rook here. But this is hanging, so I gotta be careful. I think it's because you go here, take, checkmate. So let's say here, down, and then checkmate. Yeah, I think that's mate regardless. And this should be checkmate. All right, go to the next one here. Let's go to the next one. We're 7:29, closing on 7:30. All right, let's go to this next one here. Egyptian streamer. Man, appreciate that 3 games. Appreciate that, man. Glad you're tuning in. Glad you're enjoying. But the rook slides down here. I feel like it's just check, and then I think this is just the move. Yeah, because you check, the knight takes, rook takes, king over, take, king over, bring the other rook over. I think that's what it is. I think that's all it is. I think so. Because here, they have to slide over. Oh, wait. But no, you can't sack your rook, though, because then there. Oh, wait. No. That doesn't work. Because rook captures, king over, rook h7, knight x h7, right? Yeah. Let me double check. Here, over. You can't do anything after. You're saying bishop x g7, bishop h7 check. I think that's what that's what I meant to say. That was the first. I did start that off with bishop h7, then I said rook over first. It's here and then here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I saw the same thing. I said that at first. I don't know if you guys caught it. I think I said that, and then I just did not add it the second time I calculated. But yeah, I think it is this first. You go there because you can bring the other rook over. And yeah, that's what I was looking. It's here, and then take, and then you bring the other rook. Yeah. I believe if you give a check, they can slide their king up. So you go here. No, I think you need I think you need this pawn. You give a check, they have to go here. But I guess you can't really check them after that. If you go queen here, you go king over here. Oh no, it is just this. It's here because here. But no, that doesn't work though. The idea, there's a checkmate here. Like if the queen is here, it's checkmate. So I have to figure out how to get the queen there. That's why I'm like, I think it's here. But they go here, they're getting out the way. But then check, and they come back here. How do you get mates? Let's see. I said it first, so it is h4. But I don't see its mate though. h4 here. How's that mate? Because if you go qd1, king h6, I think it is qe7. I feel like it has to be qe7. Because qe7, king here. Is it because they can't checkmate me? Pawn check and queen f7. I don't know. I don't think you can use the pawn. I think it has to be qe7. I don't see the rest though. But I think the problem... You say, look, I don't know, man. I don't know either. I think h4 doesn't work though. Because you can't force a checkmate. I think you have to check. No! Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. No, that's tough. Alright, okay, I gotta go over this. It is okay, I'm guessing it is h4 then. I think you were right. Who said that? Someone said h4. I said h4 as well, but I didn't see it at first. It's h4 apparently. They go here. No, it's qd8. Wow, this is crazy. What's the difference? qd8, king h6. Oh my god, and then here. Okay. Wow, but with here, it doesn't work because you can't slide over. That's pretty cool. That's pretty crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, yes, ground. Yes, you did call that ground. What a find. What a find. All right, so that one is done. Did we want to stay on this, or do we want to move the turn? I'm feeling like we want to stay on this. My elo, or are you asking Eliza? And then, yeah, do we want to stay on this or go to a tournament? Just type in chat what you would prefer to see. I am pretty open. Whatever we do, probably one more of it. For those who don't know, I am a student, so I can't stay on forever. I do want to stay on forever, believe me. I've stayed on like 5 hours on the weekends, but on the weekdays I can't quite as much. So we can either do another puzzle rush or a tournament. So just type in chat what you would prefer to see there and let me know. Both Elo, I am over the board 1956 USCF. Online, I'm 2070-ish rapid and blitz and then 2300 bullet. Although to be fair, I don't really play blitz and rapid. I'm probably a little bit higher, but that's what it says right now. But yeah, do we have a preference on the last thing we do? Do we want to do another puzzle rush or do we want to do a tournament? So type in chat. I'll say like 40 seconds or so I can get a good idea of what we are looking for here. 6 or 7 hours, bruh. Man, I was telling 6, 7 people say it in my chat so much it's infected my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I need to lock in though. Gotta get to 2,000. Man, I believe you saw QD8. Man, you got an eye. You got an eye. I'm not seeing any votes though. So do we have a preference on a tournament or tactics? It's feeling like tactics is being really enjoyed right now. But I'm also, again, I really don't care that much. So I want to know what you guys prefer, because I could play chess off stream whenever and do what I prefer. So I want to get an idea if you have a preference what you'd rather see. Like 3,200, that's a pretty high puzzle rating. I don't think I've ever quite touched those peaks on puzzles. Although what I would usually do, when I was training, I would do like half an hour puzzles and then get to some games. Let's see. I don't see a message though. Do we have any? Okay, I'm gonna guess with no message. I'm assuming you mean you don't want to change the status quo. Let's see. I don't think so. You say tourney? So Rob Master Chess has voted for tourney. Do we have any other vote here besides tournament? Status quo was fired. So that's 1-1. Alright, I guess. Do we have someone who wants to break the tie? I'm a college student, Ground. Let's see. Play. So you're saying you want to play the tournament, Arfin? Is that what you're saying? Or do we want to just finish off? Because we only have time. I guess for the tournament, we only have time for a half-hour tournament anyways. So, I don't know. I guess we could just call this one not a tournament stream or something. I don't really know. This is not exactly what I was anticipating. Half-hour rapid tourney is wild, brother. Oh, did you, are you signing up for his tournament? Profiteer? Are you going to be in that too? I saw the message today. Alright, so I guess we're going to do the puzzle rush one more time then and see if we can get past it. Spencer, appreciate the follow there. Alright, let's start this up. Alright, 3, 2, 1. This is checkmate here. Got the first one correct. Rook's going to slide down, taking on e8. And take here for checkmate. Alright, Rook's going to take here, checkmate. Oh, no, yeah, you, bro. Yeah. You said, gotta see what's going to be happening. I think he had said that we could do it kind of whenever. They just wanted to have it streamed at some point, though. Queen. What do you do, Ground? We're going to take here on g2. Checkmate. Can we get to 7:30? We're at 7:29. I did not think that would be a sentence I said today. But hey, we're almost there. So why stop believing now? Can we get to 7:30 there on YouTube? But we give a check here. King slides up. Rook checkmate. Very valid, very valid. I know it's different for us. I don't know if everyone there is a student. So like we have like two things. Like we're doing this, but we also have like some pretty hard majors. But I want to be able to do stuff though. Like I still want to be able to like be involved. I don't know how many other them are students. They could also be students, but I know at least you and me are. It's like, man, I want to be able to say yes, I can do this for sure. But it's like, man, can you help me? What you need help with, Joseph? Not really that sweaty. My main expertise is math. I'm in high school and reading PhD. Your main thing is mathematics, but you're reading a PhD. Oh, analysis. Oh yeah, you're a sweat. Analysis is ridiculous. I had someone, I've never taken the class, but one of the tutors in the help room was telling me about it. I didn't want to hear any more after that. It felt kind of ridiculous, honestly. If you're reading that in high school, you definitely are going places. That's crazy, bro. A puzzle you didn't understand? Oof. I don't know if I can go back to puzzles. I would if I could. Honestly, I don't do Puzzle Rush too often, so I'm not sure all the utility. I don't know how to do that. If it's a way I could go back, I could try, but I'm not sure if I can. We go bishop here. I think that's just checkmate, yeah. All right, next one, I think rook over. These are pretty simple. We're just going to rook over. And then, I mean, knight down here attacking. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I think knight here, king up, knight here is just game. Yeah. Oh, that's not it. Knight here, check. The king. How have I not figured it? This has to be simple. It has to be just knight here. They go over. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I can't get one wrong this early, though. So I gotta lock in. Knight here, check. I think it has to be knight there. Nothing else makes sense. The only problem is knight here, king over. Where do you go after that? Is the only thing I don't see. You go knight there, check. I may need some assistance because I don't want to get it wrong this early. I want to get the hard ones wrong. I think it is this, though. But then they just go in the corner. How do you... Is it simple and I'm missing it? Check, king over. Check. Is it repetition? Let's see. Maybe it's just repetition. That might be it. I think it might just be don't lose the game. Because you could just go back and forth forever. I think so. Yeah. I think it's repetition. Yeah, okay. I hate those puzzles. Because that's not clear at all. But I get it. Because in a game you wouldn't know. Which is why I prefer these puzzles when you don't know the objective. But it's frustrating though. But take, I believe you just push. Yeah, and you push, and then push, and then queen. Alright, go to the next one. Rook slides over. I think you just take the rook and then take the queen. And then take. Alright, go to the next one. You could actually just push this, I think. Push, take, push, over, push. Yeah, I think you can just push here, here, and queen. Alright, go to the next one. They slide over, knight check, queen over, and then checkmate here. Alright, next one. I think you just take here and you take the knight at the end. Capture, capture. You take the knight here on f5. Go to the next one. Well, 730. Appreciate the new subscriber. We hit 730 there on YouTube. Gained like 24 this stream, man. That's crazy. What year in college? I'm a senior in college. They take here on c3. I could capture. I think you just capture. Yeah. All right, we got that one correct now. We're going to have our rook slide down and then queen here on the diagonal and then take here on f8. Checkmate. All right. This is mate in 3. Take. Check. Appreciate the new subscriber, Jayan. And then checkmate here on f8. All right, this I imagine is just queen down here for mate and one the next time. What's going on, Eli? The queen, I think, just slides over. And you take here. Because they slid over, you got to fork there on f2. Appreciate that, MST. I'll let them know. I'll let them know you said that. Yeah, there. My dad's in the stream sometimes, from time to time. We can go up here to g5. They go up and then checkmate here on h7. I think so, yeah. And then mate here. Let's go to the next one. The queen can slide. My major, I'm applied engineering sciences. So I was computer science. So I have extra semester because I switched my junior year. But it's like, it's an engineering major. A little bit easier. It's not easy though. I wish it was easy. But it's a little easier than computer science. But you can take here. Take. Wait, here. 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 I think that's it. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Capture. And now I take with the rook. And now it is guarded. Alright, let's go to the next one. Here. Oh, this is a smothered mate. Here and then knight here. Alright, next puzzle. I believe it's just mate in 3. With queen down, bishop up, and then take. Alright, this next one. This is a mate in 1 here. So if you go king up, I think it's just king up. I feel like it has to be king up, yeah. And you take. Alright, the next one. We're at 29. Okay, there's almost a checkmate. I think you go queen here to set up this, because they can't actually give you can't actually check you on the next turn. So that's why it works. Alright, next one. And we get that one pretty easily. I think we're going to capture with check King slides over. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. Take and you'll see it. And then rook here. The knight is undefended, but it does do its job. You want to go knight here, then rook down for checkmate on this one. All right, next one. I'm pretty sure it's just queen here to a1. I think qa1 because you have the check, and whatever they block with, they have to sacrifice. So here, take queen, and you would take rook and take pawn. Got to add. Man, I appreciate that, Joseph. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the kind words. We've been seeing a lot of kind words today on stream. Very appreciative of that. And the support. We've gained 24 subs and some ticks. I didn't see the exact TikTok number, but that's definitely more than I was like, man, can I get to 710 today? And we had 730. That's bonkers, man. That I really cannot express that enough. We go rook here to g1. Take. I think it's just rook g1 and then checkmate here. Perfect. All right, let's go to the next one. I think bishop c5. I think you go here. They go up. They can't do anything. So it has to be here. They could go queen over, down, up. I feel like that's it. I think you need the bishop though. Like I can't see it, but I can't imagine you can't checkmate with just the queen. So I feel like it has to be the bishop to c5 first. It must be bishop c5. I think so. Yeah, all right, go to the next one. Mate in 67. Rook here to f8. I think so. Because the bishop moves and then pawn. You go to sleep, man. Have a good night, man. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. I think rook f8 though. Because here. Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. Almost 1K. I know, man. It's crazy. Almost 1,000. And then Rain, appreciate those follows. Dude, I did not think I'd be this close. Like, I thought it'd take to the end of the year to get to 500 the way it was moving. And we're almost at 750 now. Like, I'm closer to 750 to 700. But I think rook f8 check has to be the move here. Because there's no other way to get in, you know? And how to get better to playing against humans. I would say I don't have anything groundbreaking, honestly. What's going on, the Chess Master Brent? But honestly, Rain, I don't have anything groundbreaking. I feel like the best way to do that is just doing it. Like, it may not be perfect at first. That's because I learned over the board personally. So that's what so for me, I play people first, and I think that's probably the best way to do it. But I think rook, is it rook f here? I think it is here. Or is it not here? I think it's rook f8. That's my intuition. Because the queen can't check. It has to be here, yeah. And then I think it's queen here now, right? Because the bishop can't move. I think so. Because if you go here, king slides to g2. But how do you win it, though? Wait, Brent, are you a master, Matt? Like, or is it your name, master? Are you like a title player? Can we go here, though? I think you can. I think you can go QE3. Because going up here just can't be win. Not, okay. Do you have a FIDE or USCF rating? Or your country's rating? You will win? It is here? Okay. Let's trust. Here? Oh, is it because of here? And then... Oh, they go here. Oh, I see. Yeah, here. And then you got queen out the way. USCF, I basically have the same USCF as you. I'm 1956. They push down here with the check. I think you have to go king up. Because I think if you go over, they can check up. Oh, wait, no. Maybe you can do that too. Huh. Maybe you can. Oh, no, you can't. There's checkmate. Here, this is checkmate. Ah, yes, it is up. Okay. It's definitely up. You can't go over, or you'll lose the game. Yeah, so you have to go up. Yeah, and the other way, this just does not work at all. 2,000 last week got work tough. I went from this. I started this year at 1822, and I went from 1822 to 1864, and then I got to 1889. Then I lost like 7.5 out of 8 points, or 7.5 out of 9. Like I was in my head, and then I had a good tournament where I drew 2 masters and beat an expert. So I got to 1900. Then I lost. Then I beat an expert, and people were on my rating. I got to 1957. Then I had a mid tournament and I just lost a point. But luckily that tournament I didn't do good. I played a master and an expert, so like it didn't matter that much that I lost the game, and I still was able to, and I beat the other 1900, so I was still able to keep my 1950 rating. But yeah, rook d3, looking to attack. If they drop here, rook down. Man, this summer I'm grinding, bro. I'm trying to hit master this summer. That's my goal. That's my goal. Cause I'm feeling good. I want to get to 2000. I want to get the new floor of 1800. College is tough, man. That's the thing. I can't play during the semester because like I can't give my all. I think rook over here to d3 though. Then go king down, here, up, here. I think it is this, and then this, and then this, and then you take here. All right, this is the next one. The knight's gonna move here. I think you have a pin. I bet, man. I bet. That's how I felt when I got to 1900. Like, I was like, man, I can never go below 1700. But 1800 floor is crazy, bro. You're perma class A. That's what I'm trying to get to, man. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm 54 points away, or 44 points away. If I go back, I play a tournament in December, I'm sure. If I have a good first tourney, that's 2K. That's crazy. That's expert level. But I think bishop d6. That's the cool thing about their system, though. Like, once you get it, you like, you have it. Like, you can never go below 1800 now. I bet that feels amazing. Man, no, dude, there's someone, I see him at tournaments. He's at, like, 1900 all time. But, like, he can't be 19. Like, people just play him. It feels like it's free. I'm like, dude, I'm not playing him. Like, I would love to be someone, get a couple easier ones. Like, every game I play feels like, I mean, very stressful. Very stressful. Like, no easy games, man. Like, I had a tournament. I played in the Cleveland Open. I had 4 draws and a win. And they were all very stressful but the win. Like, all 4 draws for hours there. Stressed out. And I see some people's games are over quick. Like, I never have a quick game. I think this and then up, though, is the move. Here and then up here. And then if you take. Oh, then you take with the knight. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh. This is not what I was thinking. I think you can still go king over, though. Ooh, yeah, I think you can. All right, perfect. Let's go to the next one. Bishop slides over. Oh, it's take and then push. Yeah. Here. All right, let's next one. They take the bishop. I think it's knight up. Oh, yeah, it's just knight up. Because you go knight up, queen over. And then you take, yeah. I think they can't stop anything. Let's double check, though. I think, no, I should have double checked. I thought it was knight there, though. 1600 plays tourneys every weekend near me. He's won maybe 7 games. There's a 1900 and a 1600. I almost lost to him, though. But I felt bad. Because you could, like, he was an older gentleman. He was really kind. But it was like he could play me. And it was tough. Hunt. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, the pawn goes here to a6. I think we can go knight to f6. If they take, we'll take. I'm not sure which way to go. Not sure which way to go here. I'm not certain. We could try queen. No. I don't see this one at all. Knight here for the check. They take. That's not it. We could go knight. I must say I'm confused here. I must say I'm quite confused here. I don't see this. They push their pawn here to a6, right? The check doesn't work. The queen doesn't make any sense because you sacrifice it. I don't know. Check, take. That's not the move. Can you move your queen in to somehow get here? But that, again, that doesn't really make any sense. That they wouldn't just let you do that. QG5. That's another thing. If you go QG5, I guess what's the follow-up, though? Oh, maybe QG5 knight here. Oh, that actually might be it. Yeah. And now you go queen here. Right? Because you're threatening checkmate. Yep. They move their king. We're going to have our rook slide. Or the knight can go here just for a fork, right? We attack this and this. They can't guard both. I think it is just that. They could attack. Yeah, I think you just... Oh. Well, got that one incorrect. We have one more strike. The rook takes here on g3. We can have rook captures g3. I don't know. I think you have to do that, though. It was knight c6. Wait, this last one. You said knight c6. Oh, it was a fork. Just a fork I wasn't looking at. What's the difference? So let's say this fork doesn't work. Apparently, we'll see. They make a move. This fork doesn't work because bishop b2. Oh, I saw I could take this at the end, but they take the bishop. That's the problem. So that's why it's this way. Because, okay, I see. There's this next one here, or this next puzzle. If you take with the bishop, this is checkmate. So you have to take this way, I think. Because if you take this way, the rook falls as well. So I think you take with the rook. And then, can you just take with check and go king up? Do you have to take? That's why I'm a little confused on this one. So I don't know what you have to do. Because you could just go king here, I think. Like, I feel like that would work if you just went king here. But also this would work. I'm not sure which one is the correct idea. Queen h6, qh6. What if they take... Is it because check? They go back. What do you do after that, though? Like, if you're saying here, if they take... Oh, is it take that check? But they slide over, though. They're still guarding. Oh, slide over. And then take here. And you have that set up. I think, yeah, that makes sense. And then take. And then, okay. Very nice eye. They slide their knight out the way. I think we're going to go for rook over take. I feel like that's it. Rook here. Oh, wait. Well, good thing this doesn't lose the game. But I think it's still the same idea. Check and then take here on h6. So this next one. Get 100. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. But I'm going to try. I'll try. I mean, just me 100. No way. No way. I don't think I would have got a few of these without some assistance. I think you go queen check. I feel like that's the first move. Yeah. I think it is the first move. Because this is free. But it has to be a way to do this where they're all like check related. Like somehow it has to get me something. Because you just take. That's not it. If you go here, they have to move their king. Then you could attack. Oh, yes, I think it is that. You go here, they move their king somewhere. You take here, attacking their queen. They take, and then you take the other rook there. I think that's it. Here, or this way. Where they, oh, wait. If you take, then you have to take this rook. So it's not checkmate. Appreciate the new subscriber. We're at 731 there. Already got that one. The knight slides into d5. Putting pressure on this knight. We have to figure out a way out of this. If you just take, they'll take your queen. And you'll take. Although, no, you can't do that. You only have 3 minor pieces. So that's not it. Gotta move on. I wonder, could you go here? No. Could you go here? There it is. Alfredo, appreciate that sub. I'm trying to see discovered checks, but I see no good ones. I see no good discovereds. If you jump your knight to e4, no, that's wasteful. Knight f3, wasteful. There are no good sacrifices here. Because you took on d5, bishop x d8. There's no way to force your way through, really. That's the part that I'm missing here. I don't see a way that you can really force through. But the knight's on d5. This knight is hanging. So let's point out the obvious. This knight's hanging. You could go knight capture. That doesn't work. So I'm going to cut that out. Knight here. They just take. That doesn't work. Knight here. They just take queen. Check. Wait. Knight here. Take queen. Knight check. Check. I feel like it's something along this. Let's say you go knight here to e4. If they were to capture you, just capture, you get out of it. But there has to be a mate, so take, take. If the knight were to go here, they would take. You would check. What's going on, Alperin? Alperin? Man, I don't see this one. I don't see this one at all. Is it... I feel like it's knight here, though, and I just can't calculate. Because I don't think anything else would work. Because there's no other way you can say... This is going to fall. So you have to move the knight, I would bet. So is it knight e4? Knight e4. No, that's wrong. Tough. Alright. So we get that one wrong. That will probably be the last one for today. So thank you all for tuning in. A different stream than usual. I will be on Thursday. Honestly, I don't know too much history. Alperin, to be honest. Magnus is my GOAT from what I've been seeing. But yeah, if you want to support me, I'm PJ's Chess on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Then I'm PJ's Chess 993 there on Twitch. So thank you all for tuning in. I usually do a viewer tournament, so next one will probably start off with a tourney if we get enough people. But we can also do this again, learning that this type of stream works as well. But yeah, thanks for all the support.